voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Hey y'all, what's up? Girl coming back, blue, black. What's up? How y'all doing? Come on, get up in here. I missed y'all. I'm so sad I couldn't go live yesterday, but I was traveling, coming back from vacation, and I'm back 3 shades darker. And like my boy Pac say, some say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm with Pac. I say the darker the flesh, then guess what? The deeper the roots. You get it? Stop acting crazy, man. Y'all come on up in here, man. What's up? Come on in here. Speaking of man, I seen NBA YoungBoy around there throwing money in New Orleans. I heard he had a lot of security, as he should. I mean, shout out to him for getting back, for giving back and all. You know what I'm saying? But when I had seen that, I said, yeah, young boy, you might want to, just be careful. They said they had the SWAT team out there with young boy. But shout out to NBA YoungBoy, man. He went out there to New Orleans. They say somewhere in New Orleans. And they said that he just jumped out, girl, and just started throwing money. Yeah, they said the security had switches on them too, huh? Yeah, that's what they said, girl. I don't know. But either way, girl, shout out to NBA YoungBoy. Y'all remember NBA YoungBoy? He had went to prison because he was out there trying to he was around there trying to get the people, girl, to give him prescription meds, allegedly. See, allegedly, they said, I didn't say it, they say he was calling in his own prescription meds, acting like he was a doctor. Calling up there. Hey, pharmacy, how can I help you? Come on, man. I got a script, man. I'm about to come pick it up, man. Hey, are you a doctor? Pussy ass nigga, man. Come on, man. You know how it went. Either way, they ended up catching my boy. My daughter loves him. She adores him. She thinks that he's the best thing since sliced bread. So she's excited about the Houston concert. She was telling me how she got the tickets. It's going to be better than any concert ever in life. And I'm just looking at her like, poor soul. You know what I mean? But the churn, they love him. The churn love him. So I'm with it. Shout out to NBA YoungBoy. He got caught, but they say he got off. Allegedly. Either way, he off. And the concert going on. My child can't wait. She says it's going to be the best concert of all time. Girl, anyway. We got a few things to talk about, discuss. Girl, we got a few things to discuss today. Y'all come on in, get the likes up on the video. I just got back from Turks. I had a tan. I had an amazing time. Oh my God. You have no idea. I had an amazing time. Shout out to Turks. Let me just say this. I have visited quite a few islands. And I will say what I notice more now, and it's probably because I'm more awake than I have been in the past, but I don't like that when you go to these islands like Turks and Caicos, all the black people, literally, these are black islands, all the black people working and all the clear people on vacation. I'm just looking around like, so ain't no other than black Americans coming in from out of town. Everybody from that place can't nobody, and I get it, resort, so it's the tourism area. You're not going to see many locals. I get that. But even when I went downtown, the stores and all that stuff, and I'm sitting here saying, all these black people are here working to give these clear people their paradise. That grind my gears. it grinds my gears. It grinds my gears. You don't understand. And it's not just there. New Orleans is the same way. It's a lot of places in America like that. New Orleans is like that. It's a lot of, but I will say this, at least in America, you have a bit more Black Americans that would, that could blend in with some of the clears. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? So even if it's an all-white affair, or if it's an all-white situation, you might see 2 or 3 tokens. You know what I'm saying? So, and at least, you know, they some bootlicks, but at least you see them. When I go to a lot of these, except Antigua, but when I go to a lot of these islands, I'm just saying, like, it just bothers me. And a lot of it happens here, and it just made me think about how they tricked us into giving our land and giving them their paradise and make us work to be on their paradise. Basically, we are giving them their heaven. It kind of brought me back to the Watchtower and the Wake magazines when we used to be Jehovah's Witnesses when I was young. And I used to tell my mama how the 144,000 was all white people, so we damn sure wasn't going to make it. And then when you look at the garden, I was like, there's only one Black dude in here, and he got an Asian wife. So we really ain't going to make it. You know what I'm saying? And it just made me think that these people really did. Like, listen, I be getting downloads and all types of stuff. So I may be meshing some things, so please forgive me. Because I mesh reality and downloads too, and not in a bad way. It makes sense to my brain. So please hear me out. But I'm saying all that to say, like, I'm starting to understand what I've seen and what I've been taught without being realized what I've been taught. They basically showing us and telling us everything straight up in our face with all these movies, all these cartoons, everything. It's almost like we're gonna screw you over and then give you a front row seat to see the movie of it. You know what I mean? And that's how I see the world. Or at least I'll say that's how I see America. That's how I see this side of the world. I can't say how I see the other side of the world because I ain't never been, for real. So I'm talking about this side. And it bothers me. But either way, Turks is a beautiful island. All the islands are beautiful. All the people are beautiful. Love the island. I had a great time. I had an amazing time. It was dope. I hope you guys are doing your grounding. You guys, please do grounding 15 minutes a day. Please go outside, put your feet to the soil. Let your just meditate. Take 15 minutes to just put your feet to the soil. Take your watches off, your earbuds, your phones, put that down for 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just take 15 minutes. And also, I hope you guys are doing your genealogies. We have to find out who our ancestors are so we can figure out these pieces of the puzzle. We are in spiritual warfare. We've been under spiritual warfare. I'm just waking up to it. So I guess to me, welcome to the party. I'm late. I'm just waking up to it. And it's not that I'm necessarily waking up to it. I've always known about it, but I've never really dug into it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying all that to say, sorry about that, y'all. I'm saying all that to say, this spiritual war thing is really real. And I need you guys to understand that. It's a lot of things going on in the spiritual realm that directly affects what's happening physically, okay? Even with the National Guard going out to all these Black places and all that stuff. Believe it or not, Ripley's believe it or not, yes, listen, they're going out there because there's some stuff going on. The aliens, girl, the aliens is in the hood, girl. They everywhere. They all across the world, girl. They your neighbors. They work with you, girl. They everywhere. Now, I know some of y'all might think I'm crazy. And for the ones who don't think I'm crazy, you get it. But I'm telling you, girl, they're here. They're everywhere. Now, allegedly. Even though the government already told you they was here. All right? But either way, girl, yay. Oh, this is another download I got. The aliens, the ancestors, and the angels could be and or are somewhat synonymous. Does that make sense? Now, I'm not saying, I don't know for sure that they're necessarily the same thing, but they have a lot of it's a lot of meshing, it's a lot of similarities. I'll just say it's a lot of similarities. So yeah, girl, that was one of the other ones I got. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Let's get into the show though. Shout out to everybody in the building. I hope you guys are here. That was Lil Nas, not Alien. Not Lil Nas, girl. I saw him over there being just as vibrant as he could be, girl. Anyway, we got to get into the show. So today we're going to discuss. I've been watching. I know I haven't been able to basically speak yesterday because I was traveling, but I was watching and I saw Funky came out and told everybody they owe him an apology. We're going to discuss it. T.S. Madison, this sissy Madison. T.S. Madison decides to come out and have something to say about Snoop Dogg. T.S. Madison is a plant. She is the LGBTQ, really not the LGBTQ. She is the trans, because she's going to say LGBT, but TS's whole thing is about TS. That's all. TS is TS. She about the T's. No, not the L, the G's, the B's, or the Q's. None of y'all. I mean, she like y'all, but that ain't what she about. She decides to just respond to the whole situation with Snoop Dogg saying he didn't like to see the stuff in the movies with the kids. We'll discuss it. Taylor Townsend, this young seems to be black girl, she wins this match, and some clear, really husky Siberian woman, looked like she shovels snow 50 hours a day. She was over there all in the girl face, calling her all of this, that, and the third. We gonna discuss it. Deion Sanders, after they took his son Shilo from the team, or kicked him from the who is it? The Cleveland Browns. He had something to say. And also, last but not least, Cardi B. I've been waiting on y'all so we can pack her up out of here. I have been waiting on you to pack Cardi up out of here. But yeah, we're going to get into it because Cardi B is around here telling people she Afro-Latina. Nope. Afro-Caribbean. And let me just say this with this Barty situation, this Afro-Caribbean situation, we're going to get some straightening on this. Because I'm so tired of y'all, and this is some of us, not understanding race, ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? Race versus ethnicity versus nationality and things of that nature. We have been conditioned to think of a land and automatically envision what the people are. And in the past, that was true. But since the colonizer and the conquistador came over here, that is not the truth. And we have to get out of that. Cardi has been playing in Black America's face since she came on the scene. And I'm telling you this from a person who was a big Cardi fan. I found her on Love and Hip Hop. I didn't know her from Instagram, but her very first season on Love and Hip Hop, I was a fan. I was like, oh my God, I like this girl. She raw. She got, she a hood girl. I like her. But then as I started to pay attention as her ascension went up, it's just certain stuff just didn't too quite, sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? And I picked up on some things and I backed up off of Cardi because I started realizing Cardi is here like everybody else, taking, cosplaying and taking. And the Bronx don't give you a pass to cosplay nowhere but the Bronx. Shout out to the Boogie Down. But I got to say this part. I'm so tired of artists, rappers, athletes, all them confused mother pluckers coming out of the Boogie Down and the blacks coming out of there with them, talking about what they can and can't say and what they can and can't do. Keep that in the confines of the Boogie Down, okay? Because outside of the Boogie Down, you gonna get them people hurt. You see what I'm saying? Now, y'all get to call each other N-words all day and all night in the Boogie Down. That's between y'all. You don't get to call them the bad things that they call you, but y'all found some way to make a truth so y'all can call each other the N-words and all of that stuff. And that's cool. That's between y'all. But what I'm telling y'all is the mass majority of us, we don't rock like that. We don't. And under the spell of music, we allowed Barty to come in here and play on our top like this. Nigga, every other word. Nigga. It's almost like she don't know no other word. And at some point in time, it went from being, I'm not sure about it, to wait a minute, to this bitch being disrespectful. That's just me. But we're going to discuss it. I don't want to get too far into it. Let's do this. How about this? Let's get into the show. you guys, get the likes up on the video. I hope you guys have liked the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let me read the super chat. Double R, thank you for the super chat. That says no such thing as not being in a spiritual warfare. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And this is all the things that I'm coming up with. You know, I'm new on the spiritual journey, y'all. So please bear with me. But yeah, trust me. And it chose me. I didn't chose it. Trust and believe. No shade, but I'm just saying. This journey is not one for the weak. And this journey chose me. I did not choose it. But I am grateful. Let's say that. Let's get into the show, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. Let's catch up these few little honorable mentions right quick. So T Hood, that's the rapper who was with Kirk Frost's daughter. Remember they said his son shot him in self-defense? Well, it turns out the coroner came back with the autopsy and said that it was not self-defense, but nobody has been arrested. It says police officially ruled T Hood's death as a homicide. Following autopsy, no arrests have been made as of yet. It says neighbors, there has been a significant update on T Hood murder case. Originally, when the incident occurred, it says police believed it could possibly be a case of self-defense, but following recent autopsy, it has officially increased to a homicide. According to 11 Alive, the medical examiner determined T Hood's death was a homicide after he was shot 6 times with injuries to the back legs, upper back, abdomen, lower back, and 1 front leg. As of right now, the Gwinnett police have not made any arrests in relation to the shooting, but Kai Frost, Kirk, and Rashida's son was involved in the incident, according to their reports. All right, we don't need to read all that because we don't need to read the obituary. He was a devoted father. I get that, but he was popping bitches upside the head too. I'm not going to slide past that part. See, we need to get back to being honest at the funeral. All my life, I have gone to funerals and sat front row because my grandma had this thing. She liked funerals. I don't know why. She used to see him in the paper. If she know him, she going. If she know somebody who knew him, she used to go. And when I used to be at her house, guess what? Because I couldn't stay home, I was too young. Guess who had to go to the funerals? Me. Okay? So with that being said, I am so tired of us going to these hood nigga funerals and we know them niggas done killed 4, 5 niggas. Them niggas beating on women. You feel what I'm saying? Them niggas doing all types of stuff. And we sitting in front of the doggone casket in the front row and everybody talking about how great of a devoted father he was. That nigga wasn't worth 2 nickels rubbed together. We all know that. Now, I'm not saying this about T Hood. I'm just saying how black people be down at the funeral. We got to get out of that fake stuff. Let's start talking about, yeah, that nigga did owe me $20. He did, but you know what? He gone. I might try to get it out of his wife. If not, I'm going to have to just charge it to the game. Let's normalize coming up here and saying what it is. Because what I'm not going to do is let T Hood family get on here and act like T Hood was one of these upstanding young men. Now, I'm not saying he deserves to die because he doesn't. But, I'm not reading no obituary talking about he was a devoted father. He was devoted to them hands, putting them on them hoes, allegedly. That's what I saw. Okay? Now, as it pertains to Kirk, 3 earrings with the Adam's apple, and Rashida, put it on them, make them want to marry me. If they come and get little 3 earrings, 2 earrings in an Adam's cup, if they do decide to come get them, I want them to arrest Kirk and Rashida too. And let me tell you why. Not because I believe they physically had anything to do with it. Simply because I don't like them. Take them to jail, give them life. Yeah, basically I think that's about it. But either way, this is the update, you guys. T Hood, it is not. And listen, I knew it couldn't have been self-defense. The boy got shot 50 times in the back, once in the front. That ain't self-defense. I live in Georgia. I have weapons. That ain't self-defense. Okay, so that's the update on that, y'all. Get the likes up on the video, please. Get the likes up. Ooh, wait till we get the funky, because I see what Funky tried to do. Not on my watch. How Iana say? Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not on my watch, Funky. Just stand by. We coming. Now, did y'all see Boosie play the guilty? Girl, Boosie about to go to jail. Boosie about to go to jail. Look. Girl, now y'all know he had that gun charge. And he said he was tired of fighting it. He said because it wasn't going to work out in his favor. And now the court date or the sentencing is set for November 21st. He went in there and pled guilty. Check him out.
I want to get it behind me and get on with my life. You know, it's a lot of things this case has stopped me from doing, traveling all across the world, making. So I just want to get it over with, and, you know, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over it.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Just say a prayer for me. I just need prayer. I don't need nothing else. Yeah.
And his attorney provided us this video of him performing on stage. Now, Hatch, known as Boosie to his fans, now awaits sentencing. He's a father of 9 kids. His fiance was with him in court today. So some background on this case. It stems from a traffic stop in San Diego in May 2023. Hatch was arrested in Choice View after police found 2 guns inside a vehicle he was riding in. Now, the state charges were eventually dropped, but the feds then pursued a case against him because he was a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, which violates federal law. Now, the 42-year-old rapper announced earlier this month on social media that he was going to take a plea deal. And so this morning he went before a judge and entered that guilty plea. So here's what his defense attorney told me outside court.
I am optimistic for Mr. Hatch. He, as you just explained, wanted nothing more than to accept responsibility and put this behind him. And now it's my job to make sure the court understands the scope of the case and what the case is really about. And more importantly, all of the amazing things that Mr. Hatch has done for the community, continues to do, and the amazing things that he will do going forward.
And Hatch,
I want to put it behind me. I want to get it behind.
All right, listen, this is the thing. Boosie has done a lot. I'm not saying that this is the chickens coming home to roost, because I don't know. We'll have to see when the court date comes. However, Boosie has done a lot in his past. Boosie has done a lot to people. What is the little boy named Marlo Mike that's still behind bars, who was a 14-year-old hitman for Boosie? I mean, your hit's gonna live on. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care either way. I know he just had another baby. I get it. He is a good. Well, some people may say he's a good father. Some people may say he's a bad father. He a father. I get all that, but I don't care either way. I really don't. But we'll see. Let's see November 21st at the sentencing. He looking like he's smiling, but I don't feel like he really believed in the joy on his face. You see what I'm saying? I saw his face smiling, but the energy wasn't giving it. I told y'all I read energy through this here computer. Oh, yeah. So y'all think I'm lying. I can read energy through this here computer. You get it? Remember I told y'all about how Black Americans, no matter how great they are, never get to keep their generational wealth? Well, I showed y'all Exhibit A, which was Diana Ross and her little clear grandkids. And now let's show Exhibit B. Michael Jackson's alleged son, who's a clear kid, or is it his daughter? Let me see which one. Either way, they're both clear. Prince, yeah, the little boy, allegedly. Now he getting married, but he's getting married to another clear person. Now, a lot of people may say, well, love is love, voodoo. Who are you to get on here and say whoop-de-whoop? I don't see love. I see a clear young man who America and Michael, allegedly, probably the clone Mike, told us that this was his son and all of his wealth and all of his everything that he has created. And I'm talking about not just money, because only poor people, when I say poor, I mean poor in the mind. Only poor people think that money is the end all be all. All of the legacy that this man has ever had will never see the hands of another person in his family. And the very little that Katherine Jackson does have, best believe they coming for it. Listen, you will not, listen. I need everybody out here to listen to me. Y'all really believe getting into this industry that it's going to be a life changer and it's going to be so great and, and things are going to look up for you and all my worries are going to go away because I'm going to have all this money. They had an old saying, the old folks used to say, our ancestors used to say, all money ain't good money. You see that Hollywood? They will give you any and everything you think you want and snatch it right back, whether it's in life or in death. Nobody in Hollywood, no Black American in Hollywood leaves with a fortune. If you are lucky enough to see it through your death, once you die, they take it back. It has been that since the beginning of time. Now, I know the alleged Michael Jackson came on here and told us that Paris and Prince was his churn. But everybody of Black American, aka FBA, aka nigga, aka Indian, aka Muslim, every Black American was like, nigga, you lying to me. When Michael Jackson came out here with them two clear ass churn, listen to me. When Michael Jackson came out here with them little clear babies with them ice blue eyes looking like little huskies and told us them was his churn, and all we could think of was we looked past the pasty Michael Jackson. We remember Michael Jackson who used to be my color with the bell pepper nose. And we thought of that and then looked at them churn and we said, oh yeah, Mike really playing in our face. He lying like a dog.
It's survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
To this day, most Black Americans don't believe that these are his children. I think it's a very, if there is a number of us who really believe that them clear ass kids come from his nutsack, if there are a few of them, I say it's a very, very small minute. Most of us have this intuitive nature that we can look at a child and look at the parent and tell you everything you need to know. Them ain't his kids, but that's not the point. All of his generational wealth was made sure, most of it was made sure. I heard they took some from Catherine too, to give to them kids. Why? So that they can funnel that wealth back into their communities. That is what this industry is. It is not made for you to make it. It is not made for you to prosper. It is only made for you to get the illusion of making it, get the illusion of prospering, even if it's for 20, 30, or 40, or 50 years. But you or your offspring will not reap the benefits. And that's okay, because this is what I need you guys to understand. That money that y'all be running around chasing, that bag that y'all feel like is so important, that's the root to all evil that the Bible telling y'all about anyway. There's joy in other things, but I know it's hard to say that to a group of people that, some people who may not have that I get it. I'm trying to be sensitive, but I'm telling you guys, if you chase that nasty evil money, that's what you're going to run into. Now, all his money about to go to him, and who he marrying? Prince Jackson. Congratulations on order for Michael Jackson's firstborn, Prince Jackson, as he proposed to his longtime girlfriend, Molly. 8 years down, infinity to go. Molly and I have spent a lot of time together and made incredible memories. We traveled the world and graduated and grown so much together. I'm excited for this next chapter in our lives as we continue to grow and make great memories. I love you, Babs. Let me look at him and look at her mama. Look at Katie. Katie, you got the style. Now, I know Mike came back with a new face. I know it. But Katie, you got the style. But this industry is something else. Listen, the way the industry set up, they done gave Mike them kids and said, your wealth gonna go here. And everybody in the family need to play nice and act like these y'all kids and grandkids. That's what it's giving to me. That's what it's giving to me. It's giving to me the industry told Mike and his mama, his pa, and everybody else, here, this your new grandbabies. Play nice. Get on this internet. Act like this your grandchildren. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all. That his generational wealth is gone. Somebody said Michael didn't want to be black no more. I don't think so. You know why I don't think so? Because his words didn't match that. His actions didn't match that. Hell, his music didn't match that. To be completely honest, I think there are many theories, but I think they made him do that. If y'all understood, I'm telling y'all got to read that books by the Shylights. One of the Shylights, his son did a book. It's a lot of stuff they did to Mike as a little bitty boy. I'm talking about little bitty boy, allegedly. I don't think so. Because look, let me show you how I feel. I don't think that he didn't want to be black. Look at what Mike's saying right here when he's talking about the history books. Every time Michael Jackson got an opportunity to speak, he always spoke about us. Oh, and by the way, can we not give Michael Jackson his props, baby? Because when he showed up to the BET Awards We never thought Mike was coming. Not Michael Jackson, I was there, okay? The Michael Jackson pulled up to our itty bitty little teeny weeny old BET Awards. Girl, that's when we knew this man is with us. He is one of us. And again, it's not, like I said, I don't listen to what people say. I kind of like watch their actions and his words. And Mike has always shown that no matter what his face look like, he's still a nigga. He's always shown that. Like, for instance, let me show you this video that he did about the history books. Look.
I'm really tired of the manipulation. I'm tired of how the press is manipulating everything that's been happening in this situation. They do not tell the truth. They're liars. And they manipulate our history books. The history books are not true. It's a lie. The history books are lying. You need to know that. You must know that. All the forms of popular music, from jazz to hip hop to bebop to soul, you talk about the different dances, from the cakewalk to the jitterbug to the Charleston.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what set him apart. He was genuinely a good dude. I don't know about all the other stuff, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know. I just found the sense of genuineness out of him. And plus, I watched what he do. His music talked about black rights, his words a lot. Shout out to Mike, man. I understand that man went through a lot. But either way, let's move on. But yeah, generational wealth, going back to the clears. But listen, at some point in time, I need you guys to understand, we're not worried about that. Let the clears have that money, because at some point in time, that money won't have value. Okay? At some point, let them have that money. At some point in time, that money won't have that value, or at least the value that they think they need it for. So it's cool. Chill. Sit back. It's cool. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? It sounds crazy right now, but it'll make sense later. It'll be greater later. Ain't that what the old people say? It'll be greater later. I promise you. Let them have that money. You can have it. Cool. Bet. Say less. Say the F less. All right. It was another thing. Another person played in y'all face. Then Fresh Montana was all up in here using the N-word this, N-word that, and everybody was like, oh, he black, he an Arab, oh, he black. And I was like, but he don't look black. And they were like, but he from Africa. And I'm sitting here saying, y'all like to associate locations with people, and that's not always necessarily the truth. Just like all the rest of them, here come Fresh Montana coming into the culture, cosplaying black. He hanging out with Diddy, allegedly getting busted like a can of biscuits. Allegedly, I don't know it. Allegedly, but he came in, nigga, it up, Arab money, it up, and now he's taking his money and his wealth that he amassed from the culture, and he's bringing it to some billionaire, millionaire heifer or whatever. And it's not about the amount of money. It's not about the amount of money. It's just about the principle of this thing. Black America, listen to me. You have been used this entire time. From the very beginning, when them colonizers and conquistadors stepped off of that damn boat in them Negro pens, when they stepped off that damn boat, they came here to take. And they have been taking. Even when they give, they take. We have to be better gatekeepers of our culture. All that just allowing any and everybody all on up in here and we shall overcome, who shall gyring and all that bull, that's got to stop. I'm so tired of seeing everybody else benefit from our hard labor except us. And then I got to fight with my own people because some of my own people think that what I'm saying is asinine because they have been conditioned to believe that if you don't give everything you have to everybody else, then you're a bad person. This gotta stop. How many more stories are we gonna come up here and talk about who done came in the culture, made a whole bunch of money, and dipped on us? Shout out to us. We got Tyler up out the paint. But we gotta understand, this isn't a race thing. This is just period. I want it to be where we start to see us. Until we start seeing us prosper, I don't care. I don't want to hear about none of that. I don't want to see another success story of somebody who used to be a rapper, now they're an actor, or they used to be a rapper and now they this, or they used to all that using us. I'm tired of it. I'm done. I'm over it. So I'm pretty positive, allegedly, he done got busted up like a can of biscuits a lot for his little coin, but he done gone back to the clear people, just like they always do. Cool. Take your coin, baby. Take your little coin. Go over by the clears. Let this be a lesson to us. We got to start paying attention. All of that, oh, he could dance, Voo. Oh, he could run fast, Voo. Oh, he sound just like us. He talk just like us. He invited to the cookout. Gone. Done. Dead. Because y'all keep giving away. They have conditioned you. They have put you under a spell to make you give away everything that you have to everybody else and fight each other to do it. Make it make sense. Oh, and this is another one. And y'all know how I feel about this one. Hold on. We got one more. I don't know. I know why we can't pack this person up out of here. Because we didn't make them. That's the only reason we can't pack this person up out of here. Because we didn't make her. And we don't support her. But I'm so ready to get this hoe up out of here. Listen to me and listen to me good. I need y'all to like the video. Cynthia Erivo, now she gonna be playing Shaka Khan. Y'all haven't figured it out that we can't play none of our own icons, even the ones that are here. Take Cynthia off the table. We can't play none of our icons. Do you want to know why that is? Let's put Cynthia to the side right quick. Fuck Cynthia. We ain't worried about her. We talking about something else. Has anybody ever questioned why is it that we can't play none of our own characters? Hell, Shaka Khan is still living. Why do we have to go all the way to the other side of the earth to get this goddamn reptilian they call Cynthia Erivo to play one of our greats? Has anybody ever questioned that? It's not just Shaka. All of our stuff is played by foreigners. Every single thing that we have that they want to quote unquote write again or go back and make a movie, they never allow us to star in our own stuff. Why do you think that is? I've told you this before. Think back to the performance of Malcolm X. Think back to what that made you feel like. Think back to the goosebumps Denzel gave you in the movie Malcolm X when he went in front of that police station. And listen, he didn't even say nothing in this part. I'm trying to tell you. Think about those. I know I'm gonna tell you, it gave me goosebumps. In the movie Malcolm X, when the brother had got beat up by the police, and he came in front of the police station, and he stuck his hand up like this and got the mob to shut up. And then he did like that and pointed that way, and everybody started walking. Just something as simple as that made me feel encouraged. It made me feel like I have some level of power, right? Same thing, even if you look at something for entertainment purposes only. I've told y'all about this before with Angela Bassett playing Tina Turner. That performance was so riveting. Even if you ain't never got your ass whooped by a man, you felt that. This is why they will never allow us to play our own characters. This is why they go get these goddamn aliens they call Cynthia Erivo and all these other people. Lupita Nyong'o, shout out to her. She's a beautiful girl, no shade. But this is not about you. This is about us. They never let us play our own shit because they refuse to allow you to get any motivation. Do you know why? The spell has been lifted. God forbid somebody come in and motivate you to actually wake up and open your goddamn eyes. Yep, Jamie and Ray is another one. Jamie Foxx and Ray, that's another one. God, listen, with the spell being lifted, God forbid some major performance happens that opens you up, that opens up that pineal gland right there and get you to start looking at the world through this eye instead of these. God forbid. God forbid. This is why they go get the foreigners to play all your shit. I advise anybody who see Cynthia Erivo or any of these foreigners in any of this stuff, do not go and support that. You can't go to Nigeria and play the Nigerian Oh, you know what I'm saying? Heroes. You can't go to Ghana and play their heroes. You can't go to Hawaii and play their heroes. You can't go to the Philippines and play their heroes. But everybody get to come here and play yours. Do you know why? Because you allow Hollywood to give you your history from the first place. Walk away from it. It's all a lie anyway. Malcolm X's wife came out and told you guys that book, that so-called book Alex Haley wrote about her husband, was a bunch of lies in it as well. Oh, yes. That book Alex Haley wrote, the Malcolm X biography, Malcolm's wife, bless the dead, bless the ancestor, came out and said that there was a bunch of bull and Alex Haley ain't worth 2 nickels. Y'all got to stop letting these people. I would say boycott this. I don't like nothing about Cynthia Erivo. I'm starting to think she's not even real. The bitch already got a head like an alien. So I don't know. I don't like nothing about the bitch. I don't like her head shape. I don't like the way she's shaped. I don't like her. I don't like the way she try to sound like she black, but she don't have no soul. I don't like nothing about her. I don't like that her bald head nappy. I don't like nothing about her. I don't like nothing about her. So I'm not supporting nothing the ugly hoe do. I'm just saying, I feel like as if y'all, when y'all start seeing these movies, these books, and all these things, that y'all start looking into who these characters are. Start looking into what they doing. We got to stop putting our support and our energy behind this shit. Cynthia Erivo, whatever hole that bitch crawled out of, or whatever ocean spit her out and put her on land, she's been a thorn in Black America's side ever since. I am so ready for Cynthia Erivo to go have several consecutive seats. You have no idea. I'm so tired of this hole. I am so tired. And I've never seen nothing she's done. Somehow, I'm just tired of hearing about her. We got 1111 in the chat, so you know it's real. We got 1111 in the chat right now, on my side at least. 1111 in the chat, man, so you know I'm telling y'all the truth. Get her up out of here. Pack her up out of here, okay? And she was already found to be talking about us crazy in the past, talking about Black Americans this and we that and being negative and all that stuff. Child, please. Let's move on. Let's move on, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. Ooh, I'm sweating under my boobs, girl. Let me get y'all a commercial break. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all, really quickly. Get the likes up on the video. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I'll be right back. I need a little quick commercial break. What is that? Ooh. Girl, what is that? I'll be back.
Gotcha. Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, look at the black, the nigga black, the black, the nigga I'm black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown. You got to shake, they want the black, cause I'm black, nigga the black, the black, I can never be white, the white. Shake, if your leg, wiggle, lift your leg, bounce, lift your leg, hustle, lift your leg, if your leg is your brown, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your, if your leg is your brown, let me see you put your hands up. Put your hands up, man. Make that booty go round and round. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown. Make that booty go round and round, man, cause I'm Louis Vuitton Brown.
Have you a friend like the video? I hope so. Shout out to y'all in the building, man. Shout out to y'all in the building. Also, to y'all, please get used to the idea that some of us are the enemy. Yes, some Black Americans are setting us up for failure. Yes, I know it sounds hard to believe, but it's really true. We got to get out of identity politics. We got to get out of, but this person is Black, but that person, because the only reason I'm saying this is because Cynthia Erivo is with Lena Waithe, and she's allegedly supposed to be FBA, I think. I'm not sure. But either way, she's an enemy. So it is what it is. Thank you for the super chat. Says, what you cooking? Says, Vu, is my birthday today. Love you down to the ground. Hope had to tap in quickly. I'm on the clock, LOL. Hope you enjoyed your trip. I did, and happy birthday to you, beautiful. And thank you so much for pulling up. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, month, and everything else. Whatever you want. Happy birthday. Asia, thank you for the super chat. Says Michael was in touch. Earth Song says he's black. Oh yeah. And listen, now that I know that Earth Song, it kind of reminds me it kind of puts me in the mind of a little bit of Avatar. Because when you think about the Earth Song, he was saying, what about it? What about the trees? What about the sky to bring all the sun to all the bees? What about, I was like, and then I'm watching all the stuff grow up and it was kind of lit. But it does kind of give me that Avatar vibe. If you watch the movie Avatar, like how they were like living in these beautiful jungles and gardens, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Here come all this destruction. You know what I mean? I don't know, but you're right. Thank you for the super chat. All right, y'all. Let's go into the show. All right, now I want to start with oh girl. Let's do the Taylor girl. Let's get Taylor out the way. So Taylor Townsend, this girl, I had never heard of her, and forgive me because I am not following tennis, which I haven't really much from the past either. I'm not gonna lie, like most Black Americans, we follow when we saw what's our girl name? The old girl though, not this new girl. We started following when we saw Serena. Then after that, you know what I'm saying? She kind of faded away. Some of us still follow. Shout out to them. But either way, I hadn't been following the tennis thing, but then this girl, Taylor Townsend, she wins this tennis match, and apparently a clear woman got mad because she won.
Then you can't.
I'm sorry, and was telling her, meet me outside, and you got no class. And but again, we've seen this before. Black America, we've seen this before, haven't we? Did not Serena go through this? Listen, let me tell y'all something. There's a reason why we excel in these sports, and there's a reason why they keep us out of certain sports. The reason why they keep us out of certain sports is because they know something about us that we don't know. And the reason why they keep us out of certain sports is the same reason why we don't understand why we excel in them. Because they know that all of these sports that we're playing today, we've been playing for thousands of years. None of this stuff is new. See, you don't know who you are. You're not tapped in. So you don't know why you can sing so great. You don't know why you do so well at doing gardens. You don't know why you can draw so well. You don't know why you can play football. You don't know why when you was younger, you can hit 50 backflips in a row. You don't understand it. You can do it, but you don't understand why. And because you don't understand why, and they know it, but they want to basically make money off of you, what they do is let you sit in squalor and wonder why while they make all of the money. Now, this is the thing. Certain things that they want to keep to themselves, they make sure to keep you out of it. Two of those sports were tennis and golf. Okay? Tennis and golf were the sports where they kept us out of it not because, you know what I'm saying, they didn't think we could do well. That's what they tell us. Psychological warfare. That's what that is, right? It's only simply because they don't want you to get into the sport and outshine them. Now, they'll say, oh, because you're more athletically inclined. Well, yeah, there's that, because I'm a god. I have a body of a god. Remember, we spoke about Serena losing all that weight, and I told y'all the reason why she was able to do so well at the weight and the way that she looked, because she was in her god body. Remember, I told y'all that? We all have a god body. Every single one of us have a god body. Okay? Now, with that being said, they understand that we are gods. That's why they don't allow us in the sports. But when we do get in the sport, what do? Take it over. Swimming, golf, tennis, it don't matter. If it's a nigga in there, we winning. Okay? And that's what the clears are afraid of. You understanding who you are versus who they are. Y'all thinking that they scared, y'all gonna put them in slave. Listen. Them clears have been studying us for hundreds of years. They know our mindset. They know that we not cutthroat like that. Now, I'm not going to say that. Now, I'm going to say the collective of us. They know that we not going to do that. They fear that you might figure out who you are versus who they are. And this is why they keep you in a perpetual cycle of being distracted, perpetual cycle of you being confused, argument, fighting amongst each other, whether it's through religion, politics, or whatever. And they also keep you away from certain things, especially in large numbers. Okay? Now, shout out to this young lady. What's her name? Taylor Townsend. She won this match, and this big old husky Siberian looking woman who looked like a man was over there all in the girl's face after she won the match, telling her that she have no class, no education, and see what happened when we get outside the US. What that mean, bitch? Because see, this is why I'm trying to say God ain't ready for me to get to certain heights. Because see, I'd have been all professional till she got to that last part about what's going to happen when we get outside the United States. See, where I'm from, that's a threat. That's almost like saying, I'm coming back. I'm about to go to my trunk. I'm not supposed to let you get to the trunk. I'm supposed to actually stop you by any means necessary. I'm supposed to stop you from getting to the trunk. Okay? And that's what the little clear woman just pulled on my girl. Oh, what's going to happen when you get outside the U.S.? Oh, see, don't worry about it. My cousins them back there. They're going to show you what's going to happen inside the U.S. Because, see, I'm the money, so I can't fight. But I got some crash out cousins who don't have nothing to lose. Listen to me and listen to me good. Them hoes don't have nothing to lose, bitch. And them hoes is waiting. You feel me? So, I didn't like that last one. And I think that clear woman should be banned from the sport. Because, bitch, that is that is a direct terroristic threat. Taylor Townsend, you were threatened. She gave you a terroristic threat to ask you what's going to happen outside the U.S. You should take that as a threat. Matter of fact, Taylor, I'm afraid for you. I am afraid for your safety to travel abroad. Because ever since this clear Siberian husky came to you and told you or asked you what's going to happen outside the U.S., I don't know the nature of your safety. See, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? This is what you're supposed to be telling the clear people, I'm afraid for my safety. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, that's not how we really feel. That's just what you're supposed to tell them. You got to learn how to play their game. Okay? But I need you to be a little more threatened. Black women, Black American women, gone are the days. Y'all want to be, I know I used to be like that too. We want to be strong. Everybody want to be strong. Y'all want to be too strong. No, baby. Sometimes it behooves you to weaken up a little bit. Oh, yeah, play Karen. I'm afraid. I'm scared. Matter of fact, I didn't sleep all night. Okay? So I need you, Black American women, to not be so tough sometimes. Sometimes it calls for you to just, whoop-de-whoop. Start playing a little possum. Now let's get into her interview. This is the young lady, Taylor Townsend. She shares nasty comments Jelena Astapakino, whatever her name is, made to her after losing their match. She told me I have no class, I have no education, and to see what happens when we get outside the U.S. Check out.
Congratulations, fiery match start to finish. We'll get to it all. Can you fill us in on the conversation you were having with Jelena out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's competition. People get upset when they lose, and some people say bad things. She told me I have no class, I have no education, and to see what happens when we get outside the U.S. So,
nah, you postured that wrong. You don't supposed to say, oh, well, people get upset when you know. I've lost many matches, but I've never been threatened. I'm so afraid. Is my security, is somebody going to provide? Am I safe even doing this interview? Stop being too strong. No. Y'all stop being strong. We strong. We know we don't have to prove to them we strong. That's what Black American women, myself included, we have been guilty of. We want to prove to everybody we strong. They already know what it is. What's understood don't need to be explained. Sometimes you need to play the game. Because you think if that girl would have told it to that clear woman, you think the clear woman would have got on here and said, well, I understand. Sometimes when people lose, they say crazy things. Hell no. Y'all got to start putting the 20 on 10 that they put on it.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I beat her in Canada outside the U.S. I beat her in New York outside the U.S. So let's see what else she has to say.
You were down 5-3, won 9 straight games. What changed for you?
Honestly, I just locked in. I mean, she was playing really well at the beginning. And, when she was playing well, I didn't say anything. And so that just shows class. I mean, sometimes people are playing too good and you have to just take it. But I turned it up another level. And that's what I'm most proud of today.
fire from the crowd as well. What did this crowd, we saw it in your first round as well, give you today?
Yeah, I mean, I love this crowd so much, and they were cheering for me from start to finish, even when Alana was playing well, and the crowd was cheering for her too. I mean, she was hitting some amazing shots, but this is what I live for.
Congratulations, fiery match, start to finish. We'll get to it all.
All right, girl. Shout out, congratulations to the young lady, Taylor Townsend. She is a class act. I don't believe in
can you fill it?
I don't believe in all of that, well, just go, they go low, you go high. I don't believe in all that, but I get it. Certain situations call for certain things, but that girl, that lady, whatever she was, she needs to be banned from the sport. You're literally threatening this woman, and it's a terroristic threat because you talking about outside the U.S. What is you trying to say? You trying to say when I get to a match outside the United States that you might have somebody out there to do something to me? Like, what are you trying to say? You know what I mean? And that's what she should be putting on thick behind the scenes if I was her. I'm just saying, but shout out to the young lady, Taylor Townsend. But let this be a lesson to you. They hate you because they know who you are. Do you? You guys need to do your genealogy. Find out your ancestry. Who are you? Not the 23andMe, not the thing that's going to give you a result and say you 40% Nigerian and 20% this, not that. This is a family tree. You need to find out your genealogy. See who you are, where you come from. You also need to ground. You also need to get out here and ground for 15 minutes a day. Take all electronics off, put your feet to the soil, and get out here and ground, man. Start meditating. Watch how things start opening up for y'all. Watch how things start opening up for y'all. We are gods. We are gods. We just don't know it yet. Everybody else know it. Everybody else know it, though. We just don't know it. We gonna catch on, though. We gonna catch on. Let's get into TS right quick. Oh God. TS Madison, of course, came on and had something to say about Snoop Dogg and his comments that he made regarding kids, or he was watching, he took his grandbaby to a movie to see a kids movie, and in the movie they had, I guess, some LGBTQ stuff in it, and he had something to say. Let's get into first what he had to say, and then we're gonna get into what TS had to say. Hold on.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz, the Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
With Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Keke's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie, like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, it fucked me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have. Watching it. And
my stance is, like I told you guys the other day, I don't think any stuff like that, I think it should just be away from kids' movies. Back in the day when we were kids, it used to just, it was a lot to guess. It left a lot to imagination. And with a lot of the political agenda that's going on in today's society, I'm with him 100%. I shouldn't have to go to see a kids movie and have to explain something my child ain't never seen before. It's not as simple as just saying, oh, well, because two women can have babies, because they can't. In theory, they can, but physically and scientifically, they can't. And when you're talking to a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old child who's trying to figure out and navigate the world, you cannot throw in balls of confusion. Now, I'm not saying that same-sex couples don't raise children successfully, because they do. Shout out to them. That's not what I'm saying. Because sometimes when things are a norm, then a child has to adjust. So if they've been waking up to two mamas their whole life, that's all they know. If they've been waking up to two daddies their whole life, that's all they know. If they've been waking up to a TS, that's all they know. Their minds are forced to adjust. But I'm talking about random children who don't come from these environments. The agenda that they put into these movies have to go. It's sick. We spoke about this when they passed the law in California that basically the children can get birth control and all types of what do you call it? Hormone stuff and all that, and the parents can't do nothing about it, and they don't have to tell the parents. There is an agenda. It's not about you and your, and this is to, and let me just say this, let me be clear. Because there are some people from the community who thinks that this is okay. And I get why you think that. Because you're probably thinking about your childhood and things that happened to you and how you probably weren't accepted, probably teased. And my heart really goes out to you. I really do. But that's not this. You can't go from one extreme to the next. You're going to put yourself in a bad situation. I get it. Gay people, LGBTQ people should not be marginalized. I'm all for that. But we can't go from marginalized to just blast them out to our babies. It don't work like that. We don't want to blast our own heterosexual sex lives to our babies. Well, some of us, because through music, it seems like we forget all rhyme and reason, and we blast everything through music. But you know what I mean? Responsible adults don't want to blast the hetero stuff through our children, let alone the gay stuff. It's not about being gay or straight. They babies, bruh. We shouldn't even be talking about this. You see what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. Now, here come TS. Let's really be clear. TS Madison, this Sissy Madison. That's what I call him. Let me say this. TS Madison has been hired. T.S. Madison is a puppet. T.S. Madison is going to be the representation of the LGBTQ community. I'm going to give you the T. Y'all ready for the T? T.S. Madison going to be the representation for the community while nobody that look like her get nothing from it. T.S. Madison is going to be they're going to blast her on everything. Put her on the Beyonce song. Put her on these Fox Soul shows. Put her on this. Put her on that. T.S. Madison is going to bear the brunt of the storm while nobody that looks like T.S. Madison reap the benefits. T.S. Madison is the mouthpiece for clear T.S. and LGBTQ people. They are riding off of her big ass in her bike. She don't even realize she's being used. Or maybe she does and she don't care because it's lining her pockets. I don't know. But here comes TS always to jump into something and try to make sense where there is none. And I'm so tired of people without children telling people with children that they doing too much or they not doing enough. This is no shade, but if you ain't never raised no children, if you ain't never raised your nieces and nephews, sisters and brothers, if you ain't never been responsible for another human being, shut the fuck up, bro. Then you ain't got nothing. No. You don't get to come over here and tell me how I should raise mine. Get you one and raise yours like that. So here come TS. Mouthpiece. Representation. And to everybody in the community who love TS, why aren't y'all going to TS? Because she's your representation, right? Why aren't y'all going to TS saying, well, damn, TS, what we gonna get? Like the clear men get to go and they get to do this, they get to do that. And y'all know inside the community better than me that it's racism in there. So my question is, at what point in time are y'all going to, the ones who follow TS and in the community, at what point in time, because I get it, it sounds like and it looks like she's helping up for you, but she's not helping up for you. Homicide for TS women have not gone down. They don't even investigate it when y'all get unalived or killed. When is the rubber gonna meet the road? I don't need you to be going on these trips and doing these meetings and doing these speaking engagements, and all you doing is wobbling your big ass on the stage, waving and talking about how you used to sell dick. We don't need to see that. If I'm in the community, this is just me. What you gonna do for us? Why are you not talking about black TS? I get it. TSs, we all TSs. But black TSs have a marginalized situation different. You see what I'm saying? But neither here nor there, I digress. She's a puppet. Here he come. Here come this Sissy Madison. Oh, well, I don't think that Snoop is in the right to come on here and say that this is wrong and da-da-da-da-da. Again, somebody with no children trying to tell a person with children what they should and shouldn't do. And again, if this offends you, it's probably because you have some unhealed trauma that you need to go heal. Just because they played with you as a child, Or just because you feel like you were done wrong as a child, don't mean you need to project that energy onto the world. Okay? And that's not just with this situation. It just means period. Let's get into TS. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
Snoop Dogg has historically been an advocate against censoring, and his fame is based off expression. So my question is, Snoop, you have music videos with women dancing and kissing other women, dancing naked. So why is displaying lesbian behavior in your music videos appropriate, and you are afraid to answer the questions from your grandchildren?
So wait a minute. There's an answer to that, which is that the videos that he does for his music videos for adults, they're not like.
I think he would say that
they're not for
those
kids.
music videos aren't for kids.
And let me piggyback off what they saying. If Snoop put out an album, for instance, remember I told y'all I remember when Snoop put out his Doggy Style album, and I had found my uncle album and I had unfolded the thing. And remember I told y'all I saw all of the dogs. It was women bodies, but dog faces. You know what I'm saying? And they was all bent over the car and all that stuff. I couldn't go into the store and buy that. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even marketed to me at the time. My uncle had it. And back then they had the parental advisory, woo, 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 woo. It wasn't, I had to be nosy to want to go see what the Snoop album was. If I wasn't too grown in the mind, because I've always been, if I wasn't too grown in the mind and being too nosy, I would have probably never ran across Snoop, because it wasn't something that targeted me. It was something that targeted my uncle's age group. Teenage young black boys, young black men. That was that target group. It didn't target me. I had to see it and go, ooh, I'm interested. I'm intrigued. There's a difference when you put something out for consumption versus you target someone. Children's movies literally target the children. Everything from the colors to the characters to the music, everything about it is to enlighten this child, make their little brain go boo, 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 and they just enjoy it. When you target children, you cannot put encrypted messages in there. You will confuse them or you will jack them up. If the intention is for the betterment of the children, then why put something like that in the cartoon altogether? Back in my day, the children were already made. Like at the start of the cartoon, you already had your family. That's why the Simpsons, Lil Maggie been a baby for about 25, 30 years. Back in my day, the mama didn't go off in the room with the daddy and come back with a baby. The baby was already there when the cartoon came on. So we didn't have to think about, well, where did the baby come from? Well, how did the baby get here? It wasn't even a thought process. The family was already made. But what they try to do is be slick. They slick this little stuff in here to make them children ask questions and force the parents to have them conversations. But I advise parents, be honest with your children. And whatever you think that honesty is, be that. But this agenda right here that they're using this sissy Madison for, I'm not buying it. Now, shout out to Harvey Levin, whatever his name is, in the black dude. And Harvey is gay. Even he was like, well, girl, that's a difference. Snoop didn't target the babies. The children's movie targets the babies. And it don't take a rocket science to figure that out. T.S. Madison is over there doing what T.S. was paid to do. Pussy popping with no pussy. You get it?
Know that would be the setting and that would be the, but as a person who understands how kids work, kids see everything. They see music videos, they hear lyrics, they hear these things.
But TS, that's where parenting comes in, right? I mean, you're right. Kids, if you just let them, they can see everything.
And I'm glad you said.
And that's a fact. Because let me tell you something. The stuff that my friends used to be able to watch in their house, my mama didn't let us watch that in our house. Now, we had to sneak and watch it. But a lot of the movies, a lot of the things that my friends were able to do, my mama and daddy didn't let us do that. That's where parenting comes in. Just because you feel like kids see everything, there are people who are parents who don't let their children see everything, who really putting in the work to make sure they keep the integrity and the innocence of their kids. Don't speak for everybody. Oh, I understand children and children. Everybody's child ain't just running around with an iPad free doing what they want to do. And how much experience, TS, do you really have with children to say you know children? Come on now. It's just asinine.
And that's where parenting comes in. Because as a parent, you should also explain to your children that other things exist in the world outside of what you have deemed normal in your own home.
Now, as an adult and as a human, you don't get to tell me how to parent my child. You get it? See, because you want to walk around the way you walk around, that's cool. But you don't get to come into my home and tell me that I have to have these forced, because I'm not bringing this up. My kid ain't bringing this up. What you don't get to do is tell me that you get to force a conversation on me and my child. Who the fuck are you? No, that don't go like that. No, ma'am. You don't get to come in and force a conversation that would not have been had you not put it in the movie. You don't get to do it. Now, when you have yours, you do what you want with yours. But when it comes over here, you don't get to tell me how to raise my children. And had we not went to that movie, had not Snoop brought his grandbaby to that movie and seen them two women go into space and come back with a baby, his grandbaby would have never conceived the thought to ask him, how can two women have babies? See, we got to go back to protecting the innocence of children. Children should not be exposed to everything. All of the Black Americans who let y'all churn, y'all in there listening to Sexy Red with y'all kids, y'all listening to all this vulgar stuff, watching all this vulgar stuff with y'all kids. Sir, y'all are ruining the innocence of these children. You can't do that. And there's no rationalizing that at all. And TS, a person with no children, really can't rationalize it to me.
As you think, because I'm gay and I get the points you're making, but at the same time, maybe at a certain
down. Snoop Dogg has historically been an advocate against censoring, and his fame is based off expression. So my question is, Snoop, you have music videos with women dancing and kissing other women, dancing naked.
She reading the script. That's why TS can't even look up long enough in the camera. Do y'all catch this? I need y'all to clock in. I need y'all to tap in. Not clock in. I need y'all to tap in. She reading the script. I told y'all they puppets. I've been told y'all that. They puppets. I said that these celebrities that y'all deem to be celebrities, I told y'all that's not their real job. Y'all think their real job is singing and dancing and throwing footballs and stuff. No, their job is to keep herding you like sheep wherever the powers that be want you to go. I keep telling y'all that. They reading scripts. Whole scripts. Look at TS. Look. Can't even look up for 2 seconds, scared to miss the next word. You got to do better speeching. You got to take a speech class, TS. It'll teach you how to be able to shorthand read. That way you won't have to look down so much. Look.
So why is displaying lesbian behavior in your music videos appropriate, and you are afraid to answer the questions from your grandchildren?
So wait a minute. There's an answer to that, which is that the videos that he does for his music videos for adults, they're not like
I think he would say that they're not for kids. Those music videos aren't for kids.
I know that would be the setting and that would be the but as a person who understands how kids work, kids see everything. Kids see everything. They see music videos. They hear lyrics. They hear the.
It's given. Let me try to remember my lines. Like I know, kids see everything. Kids see everything. Kids see everything. And you know what I mean? Come on, man. This is fake. This is fake. T.S. Madison is a part of the agenda. Release yourself from these celebrities. They are your enemy. They are not your friend. Understand this and listen to me good. You can enjoy the talent. You can enjoy whatever it is they have to offer, but you better emotionally detached. Because these people they like robots. They get paid a lot of money to lead you astray. And at the end of the day, a person with no children, I don't care if you gay, straight, LGBTQIA plus, all of that. I don't care what you is. If you ain't got no kids, you don't get to tell me what I need to be showing my children. You just don't. You don't. You don't get to tell, you don't even get to have an opinion on what conversations me and my children need to have. You don't. It sounds unfair, but it just is what it is. I've never too particularly cared for the TS. I don't have an issue with TS, but I don't too particularly care for TS. Gives me the type of person to do whatever for fame. Don't give a damn by any means necessary. I just want the coin and I want my face to be recognized. That's what I get from TS. And those type of people, they untrustworthy to me. You see what I'm saying? But either way, yeah, TS, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. You ain't had nothing to do with the movie, and you ain't had nothing. You ain't even a lesbian. So why do you even care? And let this be a lesson to the L, the G, the B, and the Q. Because they be using y'all struggle too. Oh yeah, go start the mess. Go say it. To the L, the G, the B, and the Q. They be using y'all struggle. Yay. I be watching them. They be using y'all struggle to act like they fighting for y'all, but they really using y'all struggle to help push their own agenda. I said it. Now, I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. I'm going to say the part nobody don't want to hear. I said it. Yeah, well, they going to talk about gay rights, but it ain't got nothing to do with gays. Girl, they using y'all struggle. I'm just saying. Towers said, keep the G out of the buffoonery. I don't blame you, Fat. I do not blame you. I don't blame you, but T.S. Madison is reading. Can't even look up 5 minutes to even say, look at T.S. Watch T.S. try to read. Look.
But TS, that's where parenting comes in, right? I mean, you're right. Kids, if you just let them, they can see everything.
And I'm glad you said that's where parenting comes in, because as a parent, you should also explain to your children that other things exist in the world outside of what you have deemed normal in your own home.
Let me ask you something, because I'm gay and I get the points you're making, but at the same time, maybe at a certain
down. Snoop Dogg has historically been an advocate against censoring, and his fame is based off expression. So my question is, Snoop, you have music videos with women dancing and kissing other women.
This is an agenda. The fact of the matter is both of y'all wrong. Snoop was wrong for the hoes on his album back in the 90s, and you wrong for sitting up here trying to make us want to see lesbians in the cartoons. I thank God I ain't got no churn. Lord have mercy. I have to wrap my baby up in bubble tape in this world. Oh Lord. Shout out to y'all with kids. I couldn't do it. Shout out to y'all with kids. I literally could not do it. Because it's just people are crazy. People are really, I'm so glad I ain't got no little bitty babies. Thank you, Lord. Because, girl, people make you lose your religion and your mind all at the same time. And then make you seem like you crazy for doing it. Whole time it's them. Let's get into Deion Sanders really quickly. So, y'all, Deion Sanders came out. Y'all know his son Shilo got kicked from the team. Let me share this tab. So, Shilo got kicked from the team. I can't play the footage. It was let me tell you something. I've been watching football since I was in 7th grade. I studied the game on paper before I even watched it on the field. I know football. I'm in 3 or 4 fantasy leagues every year for the last 15 years, and I win. I know the game on paper. Like I could be a referee. That's how well I know the game of football. And let me just say this: Shilo, the son of Deion Sanders. Remember, Shilo and Shador have targets on their backs, not because of anything that they did, but because they hate Deion, right? Now, Shilo gets into a preseason game, and him and another player gets into an on the field physical altercation. The dude actually swung, or at least hit him, hit him. He did something, and Shilo swung back. When Shilo swung back, all of a sudden he's kicked from the team. Let me just say this: I have seen way worse, and them people are not kicked from the team. I done seen football players. Now I've seen them ejected from a game for hitting people. Yeah, I've seen that. I've even seen that ejection lead to suspension and fines. But I have not, and maybe I'm wrong. I have never seen an on-the-field altercation. Mind you, it ain't like they got into a whole brawl. It was just more or less like a tap, 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 blow the whistle, and now he cut from the team. I told y'all, these are God-like beings. When I say that, I don't mean like the Most High, meaning these are people going into a situation like no other before. They don't need this. The powers that be, they don't want to get that in the head of other black athletes. Because once you start to realize who you really are, if you realize who you really are, then you'll start to look at them for who they really are. And then what happens next? See, Shilo and Shador will be them uppity niggers coming into the NFL that the lily white man don't too particularly like. See, he don't like them types of niggas. He like the ones like Travis Hunter. The ones who daddy been in jail all his life. My man hardly ever did nothing for him. He's just grateful to be here. That's the ones they like. They don't like the Shilohs and Shadors who don't have to be here. We just want to be here. And we good too. So here comes Shilo getting cut from the team. Deion had been saying stuff, and I told y'all, he puts this godlike mentality in his children, and that does not mean arrogance. A lot of people see it as arrogance because they lack. Hello? A lot of times that godlike attitude can come off arrogant because you lack. Tap in. You got it too. Tap in. You have it too. You just have to tap in. Everybody ain't tapped in. Most of us ain't tapped in. He put this godlike mentality on his children. He probably didn't even tell them nothing about slavery, as he shouldn't have. So they don't feel like these quote unquote weapons formed against them gonna prosper. Because if you believe it, it is so. But if you tap in, then you would understand that level of belief or that belief system you would have to have for it to be so. That's another story. So like Deion, he puts these godlike mentalities in these sons' minds. And what is that? Meaning when you see a situation like, oh, you were kicked from the team, don't look at that as a bad thing. Yeah, it could be bad. It feels bad. But maybe that's something to get you to the next step. Maybe that had to happen for something else. Or maybe it's a lesson. Whatever it is, that's the godlike mentality that we need to start adopting. See, this is the same reason why when we talk about Tulsa, most people say, well, I don't want to rebuild another Black Wall Street because you saw what they did to Tulsa. These are the facts. As Black Americans, we weren't there. Maybe some of us got grandparents that were there, but for the most part, we weren't there. But because we've been told, like I said, if you believe it, it is so. When we've been told that, hey, this is what happened last time y'all did it, most Black people won't even try. And this is the crazy part. They have thriving Black towns all across America now to this day. You have to get out of the mentality and tap back in. So a lot of people may see this as the end of the world for Shilo, but Deion doesn't. I'm pretty positive Shilo doesn't either. Because they already have the mentality of a God-like mentality. I already know that what's for me is and what ain't. You get it? And what I want, I will have within my control. All right? Now let's get into what Deion had to say. It says, Deion Sanders on Shilo Sanders being cut from the Buccaneers. He says, we're praying that he gets another opportunity to go with the team. But if he doesn't, the plans have already been put forward to what he's going to do next. All the Sanders are going to be straight, with or without football. Coach Prime is a phenomenal father in person. Let me say this. It's about a value system. What do you put value in? And shout out to the athletes, because I raised one. When you work for something all your life and you get there, you put a lot of value in it. So much value to a lot of times you put more value in it than you put in yourself. You see, somehow it seems, and I could be wrong, but it seems like Deion has instilled in his boys that, yeah, there is a value there, but it won't ever be a value so great, bigger than you or the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you want to play football. It's a dream. But if it doesn't happen, we got this, and this going on, and we're just going to move forward with what God have planned for us. You see what I'm saying? That's the mentality we have to start taking on. We got to shift the way that we think. The way that we think has been directly hurting us. Everything, all of the slavery stories we keep retelling, even if you biblical, all the Deuteronomy stuff we be retelling, how we curse, all of that stuff, we're casting these spells, we putting them out there in the universe, and it's coming true because if you believe it, it is so. You have to stop doing that. You cannot do that anymore. You have to start speaking positively, even in the face of adversary, even in the face of stuff going horribly wrong, like getting cut from the team. They're going to be straight with or without football. I want to play it, but guess what? If I don't, I ain't going to die. This system has made you find value in all of the things that they created, or the systems or things that they stole from us and then recreated and spit back to us. So now we really believe that the value lies in the white boy money. We believe the value lies in the white boy cars, his careers and all that stuff. And we fight each other tooth and nail for it. Kill each other behind it. All to get there and end up seeing that it ain't all this, you know what I'm saying? It ain't all this cracked up to be. Shout out to Deion. Shout out to Shilo. I do hope he gets another chance to play. If he doesn't, because like I said, the fact that they kicked him from the team from a slap, he should sue the hell out of them. Because I've seen football players do 1,000,000 times worse on the field and not get cut from the team. And I don't want nobody to say, well, it's preseason, he's still on probation. I hear that. But I've seen even people in preseason do 10,000,000 times worse than that. And at best, they might get shelled for the season, but they don't get cut. So he should be looking and suing their ass. But again, he might not see no value in that coin. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Deion, man. This is the part that I need y'all to understand. He'll be good. All the Sanders are going to be straight with or without football. And that is the power that Deion yielded over them people. You can't hold, there's nothing you can hold over me and my boy's head. Do you understand how powerful that is to walk around? You took the money, cool. Took the career from one of my other boys, cool. Do you understand the level of power you yield? Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to take your value out their stuff. You got to take your value out their stuff. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Get the likes up on the video. I'm starving. I'm starving. Double R, thank you for the super chat. Says, stay out the community business. Not for you to understand. Stay out the community business. I don't know what that means. Not for you to understand. I hope you ain't talking to me. I'm gonna let that live, child. Because I say what I say about the community and ain't taking it back. Okay. Ain't taking it back. Let's get Barty on here. Okay. So Cardi B's in court for another violent situation that y'all call Spicy Latina. I don't know why she in court. I really don't give a damn, to be honest. I really don't care. But either way, she's been serving looks. I've seen it on Twitter and all that other stuff. And in one of the depositions that they put out, no, you know what? I'll do her next. One of the depositions they put out, they asked her about her using the N-word, and Cardi said that she uses the N-word because she's Afro, not Latina. She said Afro-Caribbean. That's what she said. She said, I'm Afro-Caribbean, so I could say the word. Now, I told y'all before, this goddamn, that Boogie Down Bronx shit gonna get y'all people popped outside of the doggone internet. You can't go around doing that. In America, we don't, listen, in the South, for the most part, we don't play like that. We got a lot of transplants down here. But Cardi has been using this N-word every single chance she gets, and I don't think that she uses it as a term of endearment, even though it comes off like that. I believe that Cardi has found a way to disrespect us without us knowing. But I keep telling y'all, Cardi B is not black. She is not a black Hispanic. She is not a Afro nothing. I don't care what texture her hair is. I don't care what part of Trinidad her mama come from. That's another thing. Y'all have to stop acting like they don't have Asians, clears, and Hispanics in all of these Caribbean places. So just because somebody say I'm from Puerto Rico doesn't automatically mean that they come from black ancestry. They have black Puerto Ricans, they have white Puerto Ricans, they have black Trinidadians, they have white Trinidadians, they have black Dominicans, they have white Dominicans, they have black Jamaicans, they got Asians and white Jamaicans. You get it? Just like in America, we got black Americans, we got Asian Americans, we got white Americans. Need I go on? Stop associating a landmass with a person's ethnicity, with who they are and their identity. Cardi is not a black woman. She has never been a black woman. Yeah, she hang out with black people. Yeah, she be at black strip clubs. Yeah, she take black Zick. But she is not, nor has she ever been, a black woman. Not black Caribbean, not black Afro Latina, not black American. She ain't never been nothing, ain't nothing black about Cardi. Nowhere. Y'all let Cardi come over here and get a tan and put the black girl aesthetics on, and y'all get to forgetting about rhyme and reason. She turned pale when she was pregnant. That showed you her true colors. She turned into a goddamn vampire. Pale is a piece of white loose leaf paper. That was the real Cardi. Not this spray tan one y'all want to parade around because y'all want to keep running around with ignorance, hollering about her mama is from Trinidad. But then her mother is from Trinidad. I don't give a damn if her mother was from Timbuktu. Is she a nigga or no? Cardi is a clear Latina in Puerto Rico, in the Dominican Republic, Brazil, a lot of these Spanish-speaking Caribbean places. It's extremely racist. The Cardi B's, the J-Lo's that come over here and play black and brown community to you, they hella racist where they come from. They don't treat the real Afro-Latinas like it's a black and brown community. They treat them like trash. But then they get to come to America and play brown and make you think that y'all one big kumbaya. But you don't understand that you're literally talking to a conquistador. A conquistador ain't nothing but a colonizer that speaks Spanish. That's it. Cardi B is a conquistador, or at least a descendant of one. She ain't black. And if she does have any speck of black in her, it's about 3, 4, 5 generations, probably one person, maybe. But Cardi B has not ever been, nor will she ever be black. I don't care how many black babies she make. I don't care how many black Zicks she take. She will never be black. But y'all in New York, shout out to New York. I get it, the melting pot. Oh, God. Y'all done got to mix up reality with bull crap. And she don't even make good enough music for us to still be allowing her to use the N-word. It was cool on Bodak Yellow. But, bitch, you don't even make good enough music for us to just look past the fact that you around here calling people's niggas. And I feel like she be so emboldened. This is just how I feel. Whenever I be hearing Cardi use the word when she be going on Twitter Spaces, acting like she on a ski slope, I feel like when she be saying my nigga, nigga, I feel like it's coming off like a term of endearment. But in my mind, I feel like Cardi be saying that to be like, I'm playing in these motherfuckers' face. I could be overthinking it, but that's how I feel. I get to call them niggas and they ain't even seeing that I'm disrespecting them. That's how I feel. But that's your girl, right? These people are hella racist where they come from. Do not let the aesthetic of America fool you. That's your problem, Black America. You let these people come here and y'all don't be asking them what's going on back there. See, they get to create a whole new identity. Remember, they come over here and their status literally changed from whatever they was to American. They get to put on a whole new outfit, a whole new persona, a whole new they get to create whatever character they want to create when they come here to this here land. And you so gullible because you've been taught we should all be one that you're not realizing that these people you rubbing shoulders with really is your enemy. Matter of fact, put y'all back in the environment they come from, and they damn sure your enemy. Puerto Rico is still segregated to this day. Physically segregated. The blacks on one side and the Cardis on the other side. I don't buy the Barty. I don't buy the Barty thing. Y'all buy it. I don't buy it. She a bird to me. She came here talking about I'm from the Bronx. I know everything about hip hop. I don't give where you from. You don't know nothing. All you know is what you done been around and seen and try to cosplay and imitate. You don't know shit. Stop speaking on culture that ain't yours. Go back to your culture, whatever it may be. I'm tired of y'all, oh, she black because her mama from Trinidad or because they daddy from Jamaica. That don't mean nothing. Did Stamala Harris not teach y'all nothing? Yeah, her daddy was from Jamaica. And her mama was out there. No, not her mama. Her dad was from Jamaica, but didn't he have some type of Irish descent? You guys have to start paying attention. Stop associating land with people. It's no longer like that anymore. It has not been like that for hundreds of years. So anyway, Cardi's in here getting questioned, and they ask her about her use of the N-word. And watch how quick and fast the lie comes off her tongue about her being Afro-Caribbean. You can't make this up. But Cardi been playing in our face for a long time, though. Get the likes up.
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on the salad?
No.
Did you call it the N-word?
No.
What is your background? Are you Hispanic, white, something else? Okay.
My background?
Yes.
Well,
Objection. Of relevance. Would you consider yourself African American?
I consider myself Afro-Caribbean.
No, you need to give your
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on the salad?
No.
Did you call it the N-word?
No.
What is your background? Are you Hispanic, white, something else? Okay.
My background?
Yes.
Well,
Objection. Of relevance. Would you consider yourself African American?
I consider myself Afro-Caribbean.
No, you.
Let's start here first. Only one group of people were persecuted under that word nigger. One group. That's the ones here in America. The United States. The 50 states. Preferably most of the ones in the South. Only one group of black people that roam this earth were persecuted under the name nigger with the hard ER. That's just black Americans. That's it. Shout out to the Caribbeans. It wasn't the Caribbeans. Shout out to the Latinos. It wasn't y'all. Shout out to the Africans. It wasn't y'all. So I don't understand. This is no shade, but I don't understand where all these Caribbeans and all these other people come in with the pass on who can say it and who can't. It's not yours. Don't get me wrong. As black Americans, we don't mind y'all saying it, but it ain't your gift to give. It ain't your permission to give. This is no shade. I gotta say that part. I'm tired of getting on here not saying the part that people don't want to say. That's that word belongs to us. And that's what's been going on for a long time. A lot of Caribbean and a lot of African people been going around here giving out passes that they don't have to give. The nigger with the hard ER is the black American descendant of freedmen, otherwise known as African American, otherwise known as FBA, otherwise sometimes known as Indian, sometimes known as whatever they want to call themselves. Those are the niggers. Let's start there first. Secondly, how you go from Afro-Latina to Afro-Caribbean? Oh, my bad, because Cardi been showing y'all her true colors. She has to do whatever it takes to look the part. She's not who you think she is. She's shown you who she really was. Hadn't she called black women roaches in the past? You don't think that's what they do in the Dominican Republic? Or wherever she from? She trying to pull at anything to just be able to continue to abuse and use the community. I'm tired of it. Cardi know good and well she ain't no damn Afro-Caribbean. And all them weird-ass bots in the chat talking about her mama from Trinidad. I don't give a damn where her mama from. She shouldn't be saying the word. She shouldn't have been not saying the word. And she feels so entitled to where she feel like can't nobody check her. To the point, hold on. Let's go back to an old video. And we played this before. Cardi went on Vlad, and Vlad asked her about culture and why and who she date. Watch her response. This is how you know Cardi knows she's not black. I told you, everybody's in on the joke except you. I need you to wake up. Everybody is in on the joke except you. You the only one thinking that there's a black and brown community. You the only one thinking that we all one big nigga. That's you. They know that you different. You don't know it. That's what I need you to wake up for. Everybody knows about the joke except you. Watch what Cardi say. And she's going to know exactly the difference between ethnicity, nationality, and race. Because when she's going to talk about the men she date versus her cultural identity, watch how she's able to separate them. Check it out.
But you don't date Spanish guys at all.
No.
You don't date Spanish guys at all. So she understands that there's a difference between Spanish guys and American dudes.
Do you have any idea why?
I guess I like first, I like dark complexion. And it seemed like every dark guy that I ever like, they're African American or Jamaican. I don't even like people I think that like is my race, just because I like to date people that are different from me.
Pause. She understands that all of the dark-skinned dudes that she likes dark skin. But all of the dark-skinned dudes she like is either American, African American, or Jamaican. So she has a type. She knows that there's a difference between the Jamaican black man and the African American black man. So she understands that. Then she turns around and say, I don't like dating men from my culture. I like dating men from other cultures. So she understands culturally they are not the same. She understands that she's something different from the black Jamaican and from the black American. But she's still on here saying, I get to use the N-word because I'm Afro-Caribbean. Well, newsflash, duck, duck, goose. You being Afro-Caribbean don't really give you the pass for real. That's not the case. Your name is Belcalis El-Manazar, whatever the hell it is. Girl, Afro-Caribbean my ass. I don't care where your mama stayed for a year or two. Girl, you was a Hispanic. You was a conquistador. Through and through. It's running through your blood. That's why you was all pale when you was pregnant with this last baby. It done sucked the last of the little melanin up out of you. Girl, you a whole conquistador on here playing in our face. A whole conquistador, not a half one, a whole one. Look.
I don't even like people I think that like is my race, just because I like to date people that are different from me. Like I like to date people that are not like me. I like their culture. I already know my culture. So I want.
Hello? I like their culture. I already know my culture.
I like their culture. I already know my culture.
So I don't want to hear shit.
So I want some.
Pause. I don't want to hear shit else from none of them damn Hispanics in the boogie down talking about because hip hop started in the Bronx, you get to say, no, the fuck you don't. You know your culture. You know your culture. And hip hop ain't it. Now, some of y'all are guests in the culture. We ain't got no issue with that. But for all you pluckers running around here hollering about, I'm from the Bronx, I get to say it. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. Keep that shit in the boogie down. Right there. Don't you let it out of there. Keep it in the boogie down. She understands the difference between race, ethnicity, and culture. I don't like people from my culture. I like their culture. But then she can get on here and say, I can use the N-word because I'm an Afro-Caribbean. Think about it. She playing in our face. She been playing in our face for years. She understands the difference. She's just making a lot of money off of our backs. That's it. Like they all do. And this is no shade. Because let me tell you my bone now, I got to pick with Nikki. Nikki came in hip hop and she became Asian. Harajuku this, Harajuku that. Oh, I wanted to be, now she over there, she was over there in Tokyo doing build. No, bitch. You know, you don't get to come over here from Trinidad. No, that don't go like that and give all honor and praise to Trinidad and goddamn the Asians. KOS, take some Trinidad stuff and some Asian stuff and mash that shit together and go give it over there. But I didn't too particularly like, I'm just telling you now, I didn't too particularly like when Nikki came on, she came on like a nigga, and then midway through the career, she turned Asian. I ain't like that. I ain't like it. And that's the real Afro-Latina, no, Afro-Caribbean. Nikki is the real Afro-Caribbean. But Cardi understands what she's doing. Look at Cardi.
I like to date people that are different from me. Like I like to date people that are not like me. I like their culture. I already know my culture. So I want something new to me.
I already know my culture, so I want something new to me. She understands. I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all it was one big joke and everybody's in on it except you? Did I not tell y'all that? Did I not tell you guys that? She understands the difference. Mind you, this is a real Afro-Latina. Shout out to Amara Ladummy. But this is a real Afro-Latina. I told y'all the original people of these lands look like me and you. I told y'all that. This is the real Afro-Latina. A real Afro-Caribbean would be Nicki Minaj. Cardi B is a clear conquistador cosplaying heifer. Okay? You want to know what the real people of them lands look like? Ask them. Y'all let the Mexican come over here and act like we back and bound community, bro. No, they subjugate the black people in their lands right now to this day. Right now, they subjugating the people who look like Amara in Puerto Rico, in Mexico, in all of them places. They subjugating the fuck out of them. But then they get to come over here and play black and brown community. Sure. No. Gone are the days. I want to know, where is the black people in these islands and these places that's being subjugated? Come on out to the front. Let's start exposing these conquistadors so we can pack them up and get them up out of here. Say what I said. Oh, this is another thing I want to show y'all too. Cardi right here saying she Afro-Caribbean. Afro-Caribbean, bitch, where? Now this your Paul and your Mo. I'll wait. Where's the Afro-Caribbean? And we've already dug deeper onto the grandmothers and everybody. And we found one grandmother, one abuela, like 3-4 generations who had a little pincher nigga in her. It was a pinch. It was a pinch. We did it. We did a slight genealogy. When it came up the first time, it was one abuela. One. And she got a pinch, a nigga in her. So Afro-Caribbean where? Girl that look like Maria and Jose. Girl look like your mom and daddy could have been playing star and role in the doggone in the movie in the Scarface movie, like they moving bricks. Girl, please. Afro-Caribbean though. Girl, bye. Cardi been playing in our face. Are y'all ready to pack her up? I've been ready to get her up out of here. I've been ready to get out the paint. I'm waiting on y'all. Y'all tripping. I've been ready. It's a whole bunch of. I'm ready to get all of them up out of here. You know how I do. I get on the road. I want to throw everybody away. You get it? Girl, please. Cardi been playing in our face. Girl, this is your mama and your daddy. Girl, ain't nothing Afro or Caribbean or maybe a little bit of Latina, but ain't nothing Afro or Caribbean you are. And let me say this too. A lot of y'all don't understand, and my Caribbean people could attest to this. A lot of Caribbeans go from island to island. They will live here, but they from this island. They might settle here, but they were born on that island. It happens all the time. So just because her mother at one point was located or even born in Trinidad does not make her black. at all. It never has and it never will. Cardi B is not black. She is a clear conquistador using the N-word and making millions of dollars off of it, okay? Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let's get into this funky stuff so I can get up out of here. I hope you guys have liked the video. Now, I saw what Funky did. Let's get into it. Where do we start? Lord have mercy. Funky! Funky. Yeah. So that's what happened. Let me tell y'all what happened. So Funky ends up having this party. It was his birthday, I guess. And him and Tamar hung out. Now, let's start by saying this. Funky and Tamar are one and the same. And when I say that, I mean, they both cutthroat. Ain't none of them worth a dime. Duh. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably why they are friendly toward each other. You know what I'm saying? Friendly. Not friends. Friendly. See, people like Tamar and people like Funky, none of them could trust each other. You know what I'm saying? And they know that, and they cool with that. They probably, you know, they understand that we both cutthroat, and it just is what it is. That's what I'm getting from them. They both cutthroat. But somehow it works for them aesthetically in the press or whatever. So Funky allegedly goes out to a club with Tamar. Tamar puts out an encrypted message the next day saying that she woke up in a pool of blood and that she was missing like 4 or 5 teeth and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So us on the internet started losing our minds. We were like, OMG, what happened? Now, this is the worst part about it. The internet had been following the adventures of what had happened the night before, and they had already saw that Funky was out in the club with Tamar that night. And I'm going to show that to y'all. Funky was in the club with Tamar that night. So when Tamar wakes up and tells us, the internet, that she woke up in a pool of blood, we were all freaking out like, girl, who was you with? Because most women understand that you typically lean on the crowd that you with. When you go out, especially when you're going drinking and stuff, you want to be with some people you can trust, okay? So typically if you wake up and you don't remember, the first thought is, who was you with? And that's what we did. We were all like, girl, who was you with? And it turns out this video came out showing that she was with Funky the night before. And I'm going to show you how Funky just played in y'all face, but it's cool. He ain't going to play in mine. Look at the video of Funky with the girl the night before. So this is Funky with Tamar. Look at Tamar. And they say it was Funky birthday. Now, I don't know what the dynamic is to this. I don't know why it would be Funky birthday, but Tamar acting like it's hers. I don't know. I don't really care. But this was the video that has surfaced, and everybody was like, oh, who was you with? So then people went back to this video. Now, like I said before, and I'm standing on, the body language in this video is indicative of a person who really doesn't want to be there, or a person who may have ulterior motives. Let's say the next day never happened and Tamar never woke up in a pool of blood. Let's say that happened. If I was a friend or another friend or family member of Tamar and I saw this video, I would tell Tamar, whoever that dude you with ain't your friend. The reason being is because his body language, the way that he's looking, the way that he's acting, it's almost like, I'm here. I really don't want to be here, but since I'm here, I got to play the game. Oh, girl, I hope this girl hurry up. It's giving like not a genuine vibe. And at the end of the day, I stand on that. Okay? He looked disingenuous from this clip right here. So naturally, most people with Tamar saying she woke up in a pool of blood and then Funky coming on the internet telling us that I don't know what happened to that lady. All I know is that lady got in the car. Then that lady went upstairs and I went got in my other car and I went by my friend. I went got gas at 9:05. Then after I pumped the gas, I stopped at the red light at 9:10. And then after 9:10, I pulled off at 9:11. And we sitting over here saying like, we have every right to be suspicious because something in the milk ain't clean. Something in the milk ain't clean. And this is just Funky in his disposition, in his mannerism, and his energy and aura in the video. This does not look like somebody who has her best interests at heart. Now, couple that with her telling us that she woke up in a pool of blood. We are to assume that if you didn't do nothing to her, you might know something because you got too much of an alibi to say that was just your friend. Okay? Now, in Funky's defense, Funky said that he hit her up and was like, girl, what's going on? All she asked for was Heavenly's number. And Funky said that basically she allowed this whole thing to go on the way that it went on because all she wanted to do was put out this bad press run for this album that none of us gonna buy. Now, Tamar has been selling out guest bathrooms for at least 20 years, right? But none of us buy the tickets. She tried to do backyards, but that didn't work out either because we couldn't get enough people to fill the seats. So ever since she's been selling out half bathrooms, she has been losing her mind, trying to go viral, trying to find a way to get in the algorithm for us to listen into her wail on a track. And we don't want to hear it, Tamar. We love your voice. We think you can sing down to the ground, but we don't want to hear 12 albums or 12 songs of you wailing on a track. We just don't. And you annoying. Okay? Now, in Funky's defense, Funky feels like, girl, you used me. You made me look bad. You know, got on here. Them people was around there saying that I did something to you or I touched you. Let me go on record by saying I never said that I believe Funky physically touched her. What I said was, I believe Funky knows more than what he's saying. And I still believe that. The way he gave the details, all of that. I still believe to this day, Funky ain't saying something. It's something he know that he ain't saying. Because there's no way you can say y'all rode in a vehicle together and you don't know who she went upstairs with or none of that. We not letting Funky off the hook because he's quote unquote vindicated because Tamar is just as trash as he. We not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Because what Funky trying to do is fall into that victimhood and be like, y'all pegged me to be a bad guy and y'all was wrong. Say you sorry. No, we still think you a bad guy. Let's really be clear about that. I still think you're a bad guy. Yeah, I do. You don't have a genuine bone in your body and you need to go heal. That's what I get from the internet. My stance don't change. Now, I never said that he did nothing. I said, I don't know. But what I did say is he knows something. And the fact that he got on here so cavalier, so nonchalant to talk about that lady, we're not going to throw that away. We're not going to act like that didn't happen. And nobody, man or woman that cares about a person will be online speaking like that. All right? Now, fast forward, Tamar comes out with this trash rollout. Girl, I can't even play it on here. And I don't even know why she copywrote it because girl ain't nobody.
Let me just go.
Hold on. Let me come back. Popo. Stand by, Popo. Come back. Why is Funky on here looking like somebody, Popo? Hold on. So Funky had came on here. And he had came out and basically said that Tamar was wrong and that she leaving him out to dry. Oh, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all her video. And this is a whole nother thing. I'm gonna come back to this. Now, this is allegedly the rollout. Let's really be clear. And I'm only gonna leave this part. Let's get Ellie and Tamar on here. Now, I covers love and hip hop. And we all know about the Mendici stuff. We already know how that's going. First of all, I told y'all allegedly that them girls be all each other. It's a big old allegedly. Allegedly, they said, I didn't say it. They said in Atlanta, them groups, them you know, they said, I didn't say it. But anyway, so seeing Mendici's on the rollout with Tamar, she's like, oh, okay. Mind you, Mendici's is supposed to be allegedly cheating on Yandy Luther the King, but that's a story for another day. So Funky is trying to say that Tamar did all of this, lied about waking up in a pool of blood, just to come on here and give out this trash rollout for her song. And then Funky got mad because he called her, according to Funky, he said he called Tamar and said, hey, girl, or texted her and was like, hey, girl, I'm getting really chewed out on this doggone internet. Come out and say something. And according to him, she wouldn't do it. So now it's gloves off and they're going back and forth with each other on the internet. But this is the rollout that allegedly, according to Funky, this is the rollout that she was using that whole internet viral thing for, so that we can go out and buy this album. We not buying this album. We not buying this album. We not buying this album. And on top of that, I don't trust Funky nor Tamar. Let me tell you why. Both of them, even though Funky still has his numbers on YouTube, Funky's still trying to get back in where he fit in, or where he thinks he fit in. You know, the King, Carlos, that is. See, Funky trying to get back on a good foot. He was almost there. He had it. He could taste it. It was right there with Fox Soul, but the nigga came out of him, and he blew his only chance. So now Funky, this is just my theory. This is my theory. My theory is Funky trying to find a way to go viral, and so is Tamar. Her struggle albums have been on. It's been struggling since she came out. So to me, it's giving both of y'all might be playing with us. And let me tell you something. As somebody who does reality TV and pop culture news, I told y'all 85% of the stuff y'all be hearing be fake. I just report the news, and I have to stop myself because I don't want to mess up the illusion for y'all. But I keep telling y'all 85% of the stuff you see on this internet be fake. It don't be real. It be fake. Even the stuff that looks so real, it be fake. People get on this internet and do anything. It really be fake. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not telling you what I think. I do this every single day. Most of the stuff you see on the internet is fake. The marriages, divorces, even if they have kids, fake. Y'all thinking, see, you got to get out the mindset. Y'all thinking that life happens the way that you see it and you experience it every day. No. There's a level of freedom that comes with money and stardom and fame that you won't even be able to fathom. Listen, it's a lot of this stuff be fake. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so Tamar ain't worth a dime. Funky ain't worth a dime. And if you ask me, I believe they both needed to be relevant, and I believe that they both decided to come on this here internet. You get it? Come on this here internet and play in both of our faces. But neither here nor there. I digress. Tamar, we not buying the album. We not buying it. We ain't bought the last one. Why you think we gonna buy this one? It says Tamar Braxton's friend Funky Dineva. They are not friends. Tamar is not a friend to nobody. Funky is not a friend to nobody. Says there's nothing wrong, and the whole thing about her recently is a PR stunt. This assumption comes after Tamar released a promo for her new EP less than 2 weeks after she said she woke up in a pool of blood with missing teeth. Hold on. So this is what Funky had said. I guess this was after he tried to reach out to Tamar and she wouldn't answer. He says, when I get through reading Tamar Braxton's ass down to the ground, I don't want to hear shit. Then he says, here it is. I got ate up alive over my birthday weekend, and the whole while there was nothing wrong with Tamar's ass. Now she done released this tired ass music video for this raggedy EP that don't nobody want, and because I'm in the video, people are going to think I was a part of the PR stunt. I was collateral damage in a 2-bit PR stunt. And then Tamar said, no, he says at Tamar Braxton, you ain't even gonna try to clear any of this up and tell these people I didn't do anything to you. It says, you know what happened. I was accused of not being a friend to you, was when at the end of the day, it was you not being a friend to me. I don't deserve any of this, and I'm deeply hurt. Let me just say this. Regardless to if Tamar was lying or not, Funky's action was not that indicative of a friend. No, you weren't being a friend. You don't even know what a friend is. But both of y'all are so toxic and messed up, it works for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So now Funky goes on here telling her she needs to come on here and clear it up. Giving her an ultimatum, come on here and clear it up. Of course, at first, she didn't have anything to say. Tamar. And then when that happened, here come Funky going live. Funky went live and aired it out. So I'm not even saying I'm mad that Funky went live and aired it out because he should. If this is true. Like I said last time, if any of this is true. But at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, let me say this. Both of Funky and Tamar ain't worth the dime. And I told y'all this last time. If Tamar was lying about losing them teeth, she better understand that them powerful words that come out of her mouth, she's going to cast her own spells. But I told y'all in 2025, the internet is so relentless, they don't care. They will risk life, limb, and even their own souls to go viral or to be on top in this reel, okay? So, according to Funky, this is all a lie. Nothing never happened to Tamar. Tamar just basically did this to sell her album, and he don't appreciate it because now he getting the backlash. But in my opinion, this benefits both Funky and Tamar, and I believe both of y'all in on it. And I also believe Tamar ain't worth nothing, and I believe Funky ain't worth nothing. Funky, you are not a good person, and I've never met you, but I can feel you. You're not a good person. I don't care how much good you do for people. I don't care what you did for people. I don't care how good you think you are. You are not a good person. You have a very great personality, but you're not a good person. And that's why life probably goes the way that it goes for you. And I don't even know you, but I know life don't go well for you. I ain't gonna get into detail, but I know life don't go well for you. I don't care what you do on this here internet. I know life don't go well for you. You got to ask yourself why. What adjustments you probably can make to make things work better for you. Only the blind can't see your true colors. I can see right through. I can see through the internet. I can see this shit. Only the blind can't see it. I see it. And it sucks because as far as a content creator and as far as a talent, Funky is bar none. But as a person, he's not a good person. And I said what I said. And I don't know him, never met him, but I know what I'm talking about. Very entertaining, very fun to be around probably, but just not a good person. Okay? And it oozes out and eases out to you every single time he says something crazy. He be showing y'all because you can't pretend but for so long. You see what I'm saying? That's the beauty about being in the presence of large audiences. You can't pretend but for so long. And the truth be oozing out. It do. Now, this is Funky responding to Tamar, basically saying that, first of all, he wanted an apology. But he
accuse you of.
He tried to act like he don't want an apology, but it was kind of like an aha, y'all was wrong. Now, according to Funky, he said that there were people online saying that he physically did something to Tamar. And for those people, you should eat crow. But for everybody else who still feel like Funky, you ain't worth a dime and the way you handled that situation was messed up, we don't owe you nothing. Because the way we feel and the way that I feel still stands. Okay?
Drugging somebody, doing something wrong to them. That faggot ain't nobody friend. That sissy punk ain't never been nobody friend. He hate black women. I know he did. Let's clear up something very quickly at the top of this video. There seems to be this misconception that I ran to the internet, told what happened to this girl, and then all of this other stuff happened, and that is not the case.
That's irrelevant. He's trying to say that he didn't bring it up. Who cares? That's irrelevant.
Out at the same time, y'all found that out. Okay? It wasn't until I get ready to log on my show and I'm looking on the internet and everybody, oh, that junkie was with her last night. I know he did something. That's why you got to watch the friends you keep. He did. Somebody up there knows. At first, it was cute. It was just a few little comments.
Let me say this. If Tamar was my sister, cousin, friend, or anybody that I cared about, and she called me the next morning telling me she woke up with a pool of blood, if this was a homicide investigation, if this was any type of investigation, they go and ask, who was you with? That's normal. If this girl woke up, let's say what she said was true. If she said, I woke up in a pool of blood, I don't remember nothing. The first thing you ask is, what's the last thing you remember and who was you with? See, just because Tamar is a lying ass bitch don't mean that you ain't shit neither. See, two things can be true at the same time. The way that you handled it showed me that you are still not a friend to nobody. The way that you disrespect that lady, they dropped that lady off. I don't know what happened to that lady. And then that lady called me, you still ain't shit, Funky. That don't make, because she's a liar, that doesn't mean that necessarily you're not. Just because she's an asshole or because she's a bitch don't necessarily mean you're a good guy. We're not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you do that. Two things can exist and be true at the same time. Tamar is a weird ass bitch and you ain't shit. How about that? See how that works? But what Funky tried to do was, because we now are looking at Tamar as the liar, he wants to make himself to be painted out as the victim. No, that don't go like that. Because the way that you handled that was still messed up. And a real nigga who was associated, let me tell you this, if it was a real nigga associated with Tamar, they would have found you and bat the piss out you for leaving her like that. Can we really be honest? If Tamar really was connected to some real niggas, and she went out with a nigga and woke up the next day in a pool of blood and she don't remember nothing, and they see you on this here internet talking about that lady this and that, a real nigga will really bat the piss out you for real, for real. A real nigga will lay you down for real. I'm not about to let y'all act like Funky is vindicated because she's a fucking liar. She is a liar, but he still ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. The way that he handled that, a real nigga would have went seen about that. Period. So he don't get off the hook. Y'all can let Funky fool y'all. He not fooling me. When he went down to Florida State and got that degree in economics, they ain't teach him nothing about common sense. They taught me though. You can fool the masses. You ain't gonna fool me. You still ain't shit.
Big deal. I've weathered far worse storms. Then all of a sudden it started growing legs. When I logged on to do my show, there was 7,000 people sitting in the hallway waiting. The entire chat said, Tamar, tell us what happened to Tamar. Tell us what you did to Tamar. Tamar, you know what we want to talk about. He want to talk about everything except Tamar. I wanted to avoid everything with Tamar.
I'm glad you brought this up. Somebody said, but why is he responsible for her? Tamar is grown. I think it's a difference in culture. I don't know. The way I was raised was, if we leave together, we come together. You know what I'm saying? We come together, we leave together. Also, I didn't realize the camera wasn't on. But also, not only that, where I come from, especially if you're a woman and you was last seen with a man, you damn right he responsible to make sure you get home safe. You mother plucking right. Yes, you are. He is. As a man, take the gay part off. Take the gay part off. I don't give a damn about his sexuality. I don't give a damn about who he sleep with. As a man, if you are out with a woman and she's your quote unquote friend, you damn right you're responsible. If you're a friend, right? You damn right you're responsible to make sure I make it home safe. I don't even want to be around with nobody. I don't even want to be in association with nobody who wouldn't want to make sure I made it home safe. You see what I'm saying? See, we got to get back to old customs and courtesies. We forgot about that. We forgot about tradition. We forgot about, see. We want to be treated like women, but then we want to act like we not, right? As a man, gay or straight, TS or whatever, he supposed to make sure that she's safe and in her bed. Him hollering, she walked up to the house and I don't know what happened. That is unacceptable. It wouldn't work for the police. So why would it work for us? Come on now. Come on now. As a man, no. He should have made sure she was safe and in her home. Period, point blank.
Because y'all kept hounding me. Tamar. My response was, I don't know what happened to the lady. All I know is the lady called me and asked me for Dr. Heavenly phone number because she said 14 was missing. I don't know what happened to the lady. At the point in which I said, I don't know what happened to the lady, Tamar had already told far worse that she had woke up and almost was in a pool of blood and all of this type of stuff. So y'all got it twisted. All right. So that was that.
This is my question. If me and you went out and we had a good time, and then you text me and be like, hey, what's Heavenly number? And then I give you the number. And then I'm scrolling on Instagram and then I see you put up a message saying you woke up in a pool of blood. Shouldn't my first response be like, bitch, what? Girl, what happened? Normally. Wouldn't my normal, like, say you just called me and asked me for Heavenly number and I didn't think nothing of it. If I scrolled on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook and saw that you woke up in a pool of blood, my natural response after that is, what the? You didn't say that part. You asked me for Heavenly number, but you didn't. Right? Oh, I'm coming over there. Right, Carmen? But you don't just go, oh. We went out. That lady asked me for Heavenly number the next day. And then I went on Instagram and saw she woke up in a pool of blood, but I don't know what happened to that lady. That speaks to character. That speaks heavily to character. Like I said, Funky is not a good person. He's not. It speaks heavily to character.
I'm thinking I'm clearing it up. All right. Now listen. Maybe there's a world where I shouldn't have even said that.
No. Because, you know, this is the type of thing that Funky did when he said that the girl from Love and Marriage Huntsville, who unfortunately died, when he got on here and said that, what's her name? Y'all put her name in the chat. Rest in peace to that beautiful lady. But when he talked about how he don't care that she dead because he didn't like her when she was alive, so I ain't gonna like her when she dead. And y'all wanted me to come on here and act like I'm sad that she dead, but I don't care that she dead because I ain't like her when she was here. Kiki. That's her name, Kiki. When he did all that, that's the same thing he did with Chloe. Was it Chloe or Haley, who he was calling ugly when he was on Fox Soul? I tell you, the true him oozes out every single time. So instead of him saying, as a human, fuck a man, as a human, you know what? I look back at the video and it was very disrespectful and disregarding of me to just automatically say that lady this, that lady that. I shouldn't have said that. That's what an emotionally mature person would have done. But when you haven't healed from your traumas, probably from childhood, you walk around with this level of resentment and you don't even see when you're being an asshole. So you're going to get on here and say that lady, and then turn around and say, well, you know, maybe there's a world where I shouldn't have said that lady. They're showing no regard for the fact that even if this was true or false, that girl could have been in trouble and you the last one was with her. Character. You see, it's not hard to figure out a person's it's not hard to figure out who a person is. Just watch them and let them talk. Just watch them and let them talk. That's all. Just watch them and let them talk. I would never want, matter of fact, I wouldn't want my dog to go out with Funky. If Funky could get in a car with you and don't know nothing, and then get on the internet and say that lady, I wouldn't let Saint go by Funky. Do you hear me? Because as a woman, typically, if you hang out, if you go out, I don't go out, I ain't been out in years. But when I used to go out, I didn't go out with a bunch of bitches who would rather see me get my ass whooped in the club. I typically went out with a bunch of girls who would have my back and fight with me at the club. You get it? Meaning we all together. You fight one, you got to fight us all. You buy one drink, you got to buy, you know what I mean? Them the type of girls that I went with. And we all made sure we all got home safe. Even if we had to stumble all the way there. That's how it works when you go out with quote unquote friends. I don't know what this is, if it's even real. And Funky being gay don't have nothing to do with it. Because I've been out with many gay men. And I've been more safe a lot of times with the gay men than with the straight ones, to be completely honest. So it ain't about him being gay. It's about character. That's what this is all about. Character. That's all. Character. The person. What is the true character of the person. Funky ain't shit.
But there damn sure was not finna be a world where I was finna let the internet start crafting this narrative that I did something to this damn girl. Okay. So I'm in Miami, Tootsie rolling and having a good time. All of a sudden, stories start dropping. Funky Dineva tried to unalive Tamar. I send this to her. I send it to her. And I write, girl, this thing is starting to grow legs. And she writes back, I'm lost. I'm confused. I didn't say anything. I'm in the hospital. Now, what I could do with that? At the point in which somebody tells you they're in the hospital, you can't continue bothering them with petty internet drama. So when she hit me with the Uno reverse, I'm in the hospital, I just wrote back, you know what? Don't worry about it. Get well. I can weather this. I've weathered worse. The whole while, the whole TikTok, the whole YouTube, everybody is going, I mean, think pieces down to the ground.
Let me say this. Don't let Funky fool y'all. As a content creator, going viral, good or bad, is great. Now, I'm not saying that Funky didn't get affected by people saying that he tried to kill Tamar. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm not going to let Funky get on here and act like he wasn't enjoying a bit of being viral on TikTok or on Twitter or on Instagram. That means coins in Funky's pocket. I'm a content creator. Come on, man. I'm a content creator. Come on, man. Granted, bad publicity is bad. I'm not saying that he didn't get no backlash from it or he didn't feel no type of way. But what I'm telling you is don't let Funky act like he really was feeling some type of way about going viral for bad reasons. Okay? That's not the truth. That's money in his pocket.
And let me explain to you why this moment right here is so necessary for me and so gratifying. In this particular moment, it actually has less to do about Tamar and more to do about all of y'all out there that dislike me so bad, and all of y'all out there who are so committed to this narrative of me being some type of messy punk, a messy sissy. Y'all have to eat crow like a motherfucker right now, and I am loving every minute of it. Oh, baby, you internet detectives, knew all the ins and outs of everything, and y'all just knew what the hell was going on. And the whole time, baby, I was in my bed. It's somewhere in Miami. Y'all knew every damn thing. And the funny thing about it is, now that the shit's coming to the surface, you watch and see these same internet detectives, instead of just taking your L, or instead of just saying, you know what, dang, I was wrong. I don't even want you to say I'm sorry, because I know that that's too big for the level of emotional maturity many of y'all carry.
Let me say this in Funky's defense. I told y'all about clickbait. There are a lot of content creators who probably was putting on their thumbnails and putting in their titles, Funky almost kills Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton wakes up in a pool of blood and Funky Dineva standing over her with a knife. Funky Dineva caught running away from Tamar Braxton's apartment as he escapes as a vigilante. This is the type of titles I be seeing on internet. So in his defense, them people, he's absolutely right. They got a lot of people. One of them got a lot of followers. Y'all love them. I ain't gonna say her name. But anyway, they got a lot of people who do that. And those are the people that, and let me say this too, because I watched it. I'm a people watcher and I watch things. All them people with them clickbait titles, they don't have longevity in the game because they have to continue to create stories that aren't real. Now, in this situation, Funky is talking about the ones who were putting out those hit pieces and those clickbait doggone titles to get you to click on the video. And they'll say the most asinine stuff. Funky Dineva rapes Tamar Braxton in the middle of a bathroom and then takes her home and leaves her in a pool of blood. It's really like watching the tabloids back in the days. Remember the tabloids they used to have at the in a magazine they used to have at the grocery store when you're about to check out? That's what YouTube has turned into, the tabloids. So in Funky's defense, there is a group of people who are creating this narrative and pushing it out there because it made them more money. It made them more money. But on the other hand, that still doesn't mean that Funky is not a bad person. Tamar is a liar. Tamar is trash. She probably have mental issues. But also, you're a bad person, bro. And it doesn't change the way that you handled it.
I don't even want you to say I'm sorry. Is it too much to get you to just say damn? I mean, because y'all sat up and assassinated the shit out of my character over the weekend, when all in all, I'm just as clueless to the whole situation as y'all are. So over the weekend, after she said, I'm in the hospital, I said, you know what? Get well soon. I'm going to do my best to enjoy Miami and going about my business. I'm steady texting and calling different people in the crew. Nobody's answering the phone for me. One person texted me back a few hours later and was like, you know, I was busy, sorry, and just gave me a very vague, y'all should talk. The other person not answering the phone at all. All right. So I said, fine. I'll just let the internet eat me up. The lady not doing well. The lady is recovering. I don't know what's going on with the lady. I'm not going to bother her about clearing my name and something medically wrong don't happen to the lady. Now, keep in mind, at the same time she posts, I almost died and is found in a pool of blood, she still texting me. Friend, oh my God, friend, I don't even know what happened. So I wrote back, wait, I'm confused. You went to bed and you woke up.
I don't care about all that. Let's fast forward because he's going over the details.
You were willing to just sit back and let me be collateral damage and all of this? Even if you didn't want to say nothing publicly, you could have said something privately. Like, damn, friend, you caught up. The whole while I'm being accused of not being a friend to you. I'm being accused of being a messy sissy that ran to the internet to tell your business when that's not even how it happened. The whole while, even then and even now, I'm holding on to your business. I'm trying to protect you medically. I'm trying to protect you romantically.
Well, wait a minute. How is you protecting her when you just told us that she lied? You said ain't nothing wrong with Tamar. That's what you said. So how are you protecting her medically? How are you protecting her romantically? What are you protecting her from? This is all a bunch of bull. This is crap. This is crap. The more I listen, the more asinine this sounds. Like, protecting her how? From who? From what? Remember, you came on the internet to L Tamar out because you tired. She had sat there and let you get dragged by the whole internet. She wouldn't come in. And here you come talking about you protecting her medically, romantically, professionally. How, Sway? How? I'm not buying none of this, bro. I'm not buying none of this. Something in the milk ain't clean about this. And again, Funky, this does not vindicate you. You were a horrible friend. In no situation is you and your friend out in the club, your friend is drunk, and she get out of the car, and you can't give us no details, or you don't know what happened. That's not a good friend. Funky, you are not a good friend. Regardless if Tamar lied, you still not a good friend.
Even in this moment, I'm trying to protect you medically. I'm trying to protect you romantically, but you not finna play with me. So yesterday, I'm laying in my bed, minding my business like I always do, despite the fact that y'all want to make me out to be so messy. I'm minding my business like I always do, and I'm getting text messages saying, okay, now wait, what's going on with you in this video? And I said, see, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this video was going to come out, and then the narrative was going to shift to they did all of this for a PR stunt and he in the video. They did not do anything. Yes, I was in the video. I just wanted to be in on the joke. I would have went along with it. So now here is where I'm at with it. You gonna pay me for my pain. You gonna pay me for my pain. Everybody here want to hear what I got to say, and I want to get it off my chest. And now he just clout chasing. This is the clout chase part, because now I'm finna make my money off the situation. Since we promoting albums and everybody only care about they side of the aisle, you finna pay me for my pain. All my money that I spent in Miami this weekend, being rich and fabulous, I'm finna make it back off of your ass. Since people are now disposable, and since people are now can just be leveraged for promotion, since we not leveraging people for promotion, you finna pay me for my pain.
All right, child. I don't know what I just hit, but I'll come back to it. Let me say this when it comes to Funky. I'm going to pull it back up. Listen. So now Funky is saying now she's going to pay him for his pain. I don't know what that means. Are you going to sue her? Are you going to make a lot of content? Like, what does that even mean? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. But even neither here nor there, this is what I'm saying when it comes to Funky. It's like, I'm not buying it, and I'm not buying it because something about this doesn't sit right with me. It's the fact that, oh, you don't want to answer the phone for me. Now I want you to pay me for my pain. And this is a PR stunt that you should have let me in on, and this, that, and the third. Something about this makes me feel like both of y'all benefited from this. And the masses doesn't understand it and don't know it. Let me say this. I am a person who does internet stuff, a lot of pop culture stuff. I told y'all most of this stuff is lies. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if it's a fact, but it wouldn't surprise me if Tamar and Funky came together on this theme or on this scheme together, because that's what it's given. Now, right after Funky got on there and threatened her, this is what Tamar had to say, because Funky was on there saying, basically, you need to get out here and say that Funky didn't know what was going on. I don't have nothing to do with it. You need to clear my name. That's what Funky was going on to say. So then he said, if she don't say that, then he gonna put all the receipts out. And then here comes Tamar. No matter what he says, I love at Miss Funky Dineva. Anyway, had I known what was going on while I was in the hospital trying to recover, I would have said something. It's terrible that whatever I didn't say turned into all this. I just want peace. So that's what Tamar came out to say. She's trying to say that it's because I was in the hospital. Tamar knew what she did when she lit that fire. Tamar knew exactly what she did when she came on here and said that I woke up in a pool of blood and left it like that. Like I said, that protection that them celebrities was under is not there no more. So Tamar, if this is true that you lied about all of this and you didn't wake up in a pool of blood with 4-5 teeth missing, girl, I feel sorry for you because you just spoke that on you. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to be careful of the power of the tongue, even if it's through the internet. So this was Tamar's alleged apology, I guess. And this what made Funky say, okay, it's cool. It was kind of weird. Hold on. Let me go get it. I think Funky had responded after that. Talking about this all I wanted. I just wanted you to be a friend, or I don't know what the hell. And it was at that moment I said, yeah, this is all a bunch of bull. This is all a bunch of bull. Let me see. It's not this one. If not, I'll go find it on the other. Hold on 1 second. All right, hold on, y'all. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Oh, we trying to get the subscriber count up, you guys. 100K. Yeah, we trying to get to 100K, man. Before the end of the year, y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we are trying to get to 100K. No, not trying. We will get to 100K by the end of the year. You get it? So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hold on. I want to show y'all Tamar. I want to show y'all his response. Now, after she came out and did her play response or whatever, like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. If I had known, I would have said something. And because I didn't know, I did it. But I was in the hospital and a bunch of bull. Funky had responded again too. If I could find it, hold on 1 second. It may be on Instagram. Let me go to his gram. Y'all like the video? Like the video, y'all. Let me see if it's on his story. Nope. But either way, he came out and was like, that's all basically that's all I wanted. Let me see. Is this it? Nope, that's a starred one. Girl, look at Funky.
I was playing around. That Gerald Levert. I don't care what your mama say.
Girl, I'm not playing with Funky. Either way, he had came out and basically said that that's all he wanted was an apology. But here you go. It was the principle of the whole situation. I'm not one of them other punks, and I won't be toyed with like I'm one of them or be treated disposable like I'm one of them. It's done. I'm all good now at Tamar. I pray you recover quickly, and I hope the new project spawns nothing but hits. Girl, Funky done played in y'all face, in my opinion. Oh, y'all didn't even see it, but that's what he wrote. Let me share it so y'all can see. But Funky played in y'all face if you ask me. And the reason I'm saying that is because both of them went viral, which puts them both back into the algorithm. And when that puts them back into the algorithm, now they both could get numbers. Now Funky has gained new followers, and more people are going to go over there to Funky to see if he's going to say anything else about Tamar. Now people who didn't know Tamar had a project is dropping. Now she has, you know what I'm saying? People are going to go and check out the project, especially with Mendices in it. It's all about public relations, PR. That's all this is about. I told you, your energy and everything has been given, or it's sucked through the internet. And they use the internet to suck your energy, good or bad. So y'all got to start getting into these stories, but don't really let it like linger on you. Deal with it and move around, because these people is playing games. And both of them, Funky and Tamar, needed this break because both of them, in my opinion, aren't where they believe they should be. In my opinion, they both seem like they don't feel like they're where they believe they should be. Now, I'm not saying that Funky's not successful. I'm not saying Tamar's not successful. But it gives to me like both of them feel like they should be further along in their careers. It may be so. I don't know. But this isn't the way. But the point I'm making is, yes, Tamar Braxton could have possibly lied about the whole situation, but that does not absolve Funky Dineva from not being a good friend. He is not a good person. He hasn't been a good person. I haven't heard of a good story from anybody. I really haven't. And Tamar is worse. Tamar is worse. Every time I hear somebody saying something about Tamar, it's something bad. Alexis, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you. Double R, thank you for the super chat. Her first #1 hit was plagiarized by Kodak Black. Oh yeah, hello. Sure was. Talking about Cardi. Lady Lavish, thank you for the super chat. Says Amara is way more talented than Cardi, but just like us in America, the darker ones, you can have the most talent, but you're not the most marketable. But them the ones they want you to see. They want you to see the Cardis and hide the Amaras. That's how I go. Nene Naturally, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Says Funky said Tamar needs to pay him for his pain. Tamar ain't gonna pay him nothing. I bet you he ain't gonna sue her. Funky about to ride this wave off this algorithm, make his coin, and go on about his business. With that being said, he need to be trying to get back in good with Clawfoot. Maybe she can get him a job. I love y'all. I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all later. I gotta do baddies and love and hip hop. But I'll catch y'all later. Love y'all. Catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.